Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ghost in the Machine, D&D live play about memory, identity, magic, and politics. I'm your host and dungeon master, Matthew Foreman. We are joined by our usually lovely cast of players, except for Alexis, who tragically fell into the void and will never return. They can see you now.
Also known as downstairs.
Yeah, she was torn apart by Balverines.
Yeah, she was. And we mourn her, but not that much, because we're going to invite someone cooler on. So
Right.
Also named
Alexis's evil twin.
yes, Alexis's evil twin.
Malexis.
Malexis.
Yeah.
Do you know your mission? Oh, I can't have no more of this coffee of cream. I'll just pour it out.
On the floor.
On the carpet.
This is what he does at home, Ginger. Just
Yep. So we are back for episode 51. And we had a wild episode last week, but we'll get to that recap in a minute. For now, let's just remind people what we have going on. Someone give me something. What do we got going on?
So, have you ever found yourself bored, sitting at home, staring at the wall, at work, not doing work that your boss ordered you to do? Well, in that case, listen to our podcast, and you can hear Matt's sultry voice all day long, for hours and upon hours. We have 50 episodes of Ghost in the Machine up there now.
So it's
already
200 hours on average?
Yeah,
5 times 4, yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
So, lots and lots of episodes of Ghost in the Machine.
stuck in the
You can
train.
get your fix.
Listen to Ghost in the
So
Machine.
it's
Yeah.
like the voice of Sam Riegel met the face of Sam Riegel.
Right.
Thanks.
So it's just Sam Riegel?
And the raw sensuality of Sam
At the
Riegel.
doctor,
when
in
Rob
an
and I
important
combine.
meeting, Ghost in the Machine.
Right.
That's right.
There's no time that is inappropriate
A
for listening to our podcast.
Funeral.
Right.
Ghost in the
Promo's
Machine.
so good.
Divorce hearing. Ghost in the Machine.
That's right.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yep.
Wanting to ignore someone, Ghost in the Machine.
Yeah.
Easy,
Mine.
easy,
Yes.
easy.
Needing to hear life-saving medical advice?
Yeah, Ghost in the
Ghost in
Machine.
the
Yeah.
Machine.
It's life-saving medical advice.
Listen,
Yeah.
Don't
listen,
do what we did.
I can teach you. I can teach you revivify.
Exactly.
Stay alive. Stay alive.
And yeah, so we are in
So,
audio
yeah.
format.
Apple, Google, Spotify, Anchor, all the other podcast places. Check us out.
Links below.
Yeah.
The Ghost of the Machine is sponsored by Roll20. Woo! Lovely folks at Roll20. We reached out to them and we're part of their partner spotlight program, which will be rolled out. And so I've used Roll20 since before I was a streaming DM. I absolutely love it.
It's
And
fantastic.
you'll always see it featured here in Ghost of the Machine.
I didn't want to say anything, but I've heard that they said that we're their favorite.
I mean, I am Carlos's favorite for sure.
It's true.
I have no idea, actually. In my mind. I am.
making unfounded claims. It's fine.
Correct. Carlos, if you see this, I apologize.
Tomorrow we'll get the notification.
Yeah,
It's not
terminated. Carlos drags me on Twitter. Worth it.
Speaking of places that you can find us, we will be at Gen Con.
Yeah.
That's true.
All 5
Gen
of us
Con.
in the flesh.
Well, what's
There.
left of flesh?
Mhm.
That's taking a weird turn. I'm still all flesh.
I plan on having most of my flesh when I show up.
I'm the three-eyed raven.
Oh, this took a weird turn.
Why do you
We're
think
gonna
that I
be at
came?
Gen
wrong?
Con.
Oh, this way. We'll be crowned at Gen Con. It's fine.
So I think all of our Dice Priority branded stuff is sold out.
It is.
Because we're so
Yeah.
popular.
All our events.
If
Oh my
you-
god.
We'll still be around organizing some personal stuff. If you see us, please walk up, say hello, introduce yourself.
Ask before hugs.
Yes, fist bumps are usually cool, but you know.
Mhm.
I will be cosplaying as Jester at least some of the days, so
And-
that will be really, really fun. Jester from Critical Role.
I'll be cosplaying as BDS and Caleb.
That's right. That's right. I'm so
I'm
excited. I
excited.
just can't wait to see this harness.
I have a
want.
harness, yeah.
I can't
I have two
wait.
harnesses.
I can't wait. Woo.
And a
Ooh.
frumpkin. I have a frumpkin.
That's
Yay.
awesome.
It's just Ginger dressed up.
But if you want to have the Matthew Foreman experience, as our friends at Variant Roles call it, I am
That's right.
running Cypher System for Monte Cook Castaway 3 sessions, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they start at noon. So check out the Castaway, and I'll be running at one of those tables. It's $8 because it's their 4-hour sessions. So
It's hardcore.
yeah. I'll be running on behalf of Monty Cook Games.
Otherwise, just check out our Discord and go follow us on stuff.
That's right.
So that you can see what other extraneous activities we will be doing on hotel floors and in public areas.
Wow.
You heard it here
Wow.
first. Extraneous activities
on the hotel
floors and in public areas.
Dice may or may
Dice
not
priority,
be involved.
DP baby, DP after dark.
Yeah.
In a harness.
And the heart, E2 heart. This is why we're not allowed back at C2E2.
Banned in 49 states. Okay. So we're gonna play you our little intro video, folks. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be guesting on Chromatic Chimera next week.
Woo!
On Monday. So check out Chromatic Chimera. They're going to do a Tenacious D&D one shot, and it's gonna be so epic. It's going to be run by Mr. Puddins or RP Jesus, depending on where you see him. And he, oh man, I'm so excited. My character, you can hear more about, but I will give you a little tip, a little juicy detail. Her name.
Noise, man.
I need a Chianti to go with that. Her name is Mother Blaspheme,
Oh, so good.
That's so fun.
and she is the front woman of a band called the Sisters of Sacrilege.
Oh, not the blasphemers?
No, she's not. She doesn't want to Donna Ross it. You know.
That's
Right.
right. That's right.
She actually supports her band.
That's right.
So we're gonna play you the intro video now, and then we'll do the recap. See you in like a minute. Hey! Thank you for putting that intro together, Alexis. Thank you for the graphic updated work. When I was doing my intro with my GM only screen, I was just like, I stopped for a second because I was like, looks so good. So,
I'm really happy with it.
when we last left the Prism, they had just got done conquering their adversaries, some of them at least, and were preparing for the coming war and preparing for the oncoming apocalypse and masquerade ball. To that end, they made key contacts with figures such as the Duchess of Eastwing, Professor Vasilier, Old Naz, the Son of Storms, etc., through a series of magical abilities such as Sending and Dream. They then eventually made their way. They eventually then made their way to the capital of Gish to attend a masquerade ball. And what was that like? What happened, folks?
So, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Well,
Good time.
Everything went perfectly to plan.
No issues.
Everything
as
was
expected.
magically successful. We everything is wonderful and
Yeah,
perfect.
perfect.
We're heroes, renowned throughout the land, and we wrapped everything up very nicely. We achieved everything we wanted to do.
So what actually happened
Coming out of
is
Dreamland.
it was a delightful ball, and then everyone got sniped by archers from the Heathens Collective.
Correct. The ruling class was brought asunder.
Which was pretty
That's right.
hardcore,
Yeah.
It
to
was,
be honest.
It was
It
wild.
was like the Red Wedding, except a masquerade, and in Gish.
Yeah.
And all of your enemies and some of your allies died
Yeah.
before you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then and it seemed to be that the tides of history were turning in your favor. and you all became very, very hopeful for a moment. Axel Creighton still survived, and what happened once we saw that Axel Creighton was departing?
The party decided to kind of split up. Gilly and myself stayed back to, I guess, kind of hold off Axel Creighton, while Selena and Sevilius and Beverly went for the Blade of the Vizier.
Yep.
I quickly found out that Axel Creighton, being the finest swordsman in all of the lands, was quite potent.
Yeah. Thoroughly earned that title.
not to be fucked with. It wasn't like Sir Loras. We're like, oh, he's a legendary swordsman. It was like Jaime Lannister before he lost his hand.
Yeah, exactly. On steroids.
It was the Sword of Morning. It was fucking Arthur Dane.
Yeah.
Book versions.
Yeah.
I don't know if I needed to say that, but I felt like I needed to say
It worked. So you were routed by Axel Creighton, fled. Beverly grabbed the Blade of the Vizier, and you all, and a couple of you ended up on top of the...
Yeah, we ended up escaping counterspells and hits, and were able to dimension door up to the roof, where we thought we were safe. And then we met Justice's little old friend, Miss Kilgast. Who turns out to be Rakshana, and mean to magic. And
what now?
A Rakshasa.
Rakshasa? I don't know these monsters.
Okay.
I've never fought a Rakshasa before.
Why haven't you read the monster manual yet, Rob?
Rakshasa!
No, didn't you see that the monster manual is really just a boyfriend guide or something?
I tweeted that because I'm horny for
because it's
monsters.
accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Mrs. Kilgast successfully arrested the Blade of the Vizier from Beverly's hands, even though he was much stronger and quicker. Some attempts were made to take it from her. They were unsuccessful, and she sacrificed herself as she promised justice that she would. And Vorgesh was summoned. Once Vorgesh was summoned, he brought hell itself he began to bring hell itself to earth and killed the ancient gold dragon, the very symbol of goodness, the gold in the red and gold concordant, the dragon of Cragmandu, and the Prism decided to flee. And we pick back up with you fleeing through the streets. Let me just set this scene.
Oh no.
So,
I got the music turned down a little
not
bit, so I'll
great.
turn it up once, yeah.
thanks so
You
much.
won.
Not good.
I just didn't want to blast my eardrums or anyone else's.
I'll allow it.
This time.
Yeah.
Next time you better make it perfect.
Oh, God.
The blood is running.
So,
It's actually good. We're just going to leave that.
it's actually perfect.
Yeah.
Way to go. So, Vorgesh's voice continues to ring out, his mocking and horrific tone. He speaks out and out. You can hear him, his voice booming and echoing throughout the city of Gish. Actually, this is the wrong one.
I don't like it.
And he continues to speak, but you can't even quite focus on what he's saying because the trauma of everything you just experienced. So you just kind of hear words intermittent. You can hear his taunting voice as he speaks out into the streets, as he is surrounded by the Brood Guard and Minister Ravas, the ancient red dragon. And all around you can see this kind of tumultuous revolution, this kind of people's fight of commoners and warriors and agents fighting against the collective Gishari Guard. And as you kind of rush through the streets, you're just looking all around you. There are explosions. There's people being knifed in the street. There is blood filling the very gutters of this steampunk city. And off in the distance, as you kind of head south, you see high up on what is known as the Arcane Mezzanine, which is one of the middle tiers of the city. You can see figures of red and gold cloaks and robes. These kind of mage-like figures, about a dozen of them, standing on this high-rise mezzanine. And you see one by one as they jump. And as they do, they fly and take off into the night. And soon, once they enter more into the fray, you just see bolts of lightning and balls of fire start to rain down on the people fighting. The bodies are starting to pile up. Prism, what do you wish to do? Where are you headed?
Are they focused on everyone or just...
They're just general crowd suppressing. And they're actually pretty far away. You can only see it because of the spectacle of fireworks. They're like a half a mile away.
Are we all together?
Yes, you are, and you're with Glitch.
how far are we from the front room of the ball?
You just started moving away. I would say you're about 1,000 feet. You're still heading. I was assuming you would head more in a southerly direction, either towards Vasilia's home or Justice's home. But I don't know. I don't know where you all are heading at.
We need to get out of here now.
Do we return to Bridgeton?
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Alric is at your place, and our way out is with Professor Vasilia, but he and Kathunk are who knows where out in the city right now.
I mean, I can get us out anywhere. Doesn't matter.
But that's what I mean. I guess that's true.
Perhaps we let us go collect Ulrich. Perhaps we
Yes.
can use sending to contact Professor Vasilia, Kathunk, warn them, have them escape the city.
We need to I don't know. I don't know what to do. Regroup, fight. I don't know if it's worth it. We just need to go now.
I will start leading the group towards my my homestead.
Okay.
If I see any of those wizards or sorcerers come down, I'll try to counterspell, like as we run,
Okay.
to kind of keep from getting hit or anything.
Only if they're targeting us. We don't want to draw attention.
I will cast Pass Without
if
Trace
it comes close.
on the group. I cast Pass Without
Do
Trace.
we want me to send to anyone right now, like Albrecht to make sure the house is safe, or Professor Sevelier? Sevelier? Wow, Vaselier. I'm usually not the one who does that. Whoops. Gilly is scrambled.
Let us do that. Maybe dart into an alleyway. Cast Pass Without Trace, dart into an alley. Let you do your sending.
I'm asking, like, do we want me to send to anyone specifically right now?
Ulrich first, then Professor Vasilia.
Alright, I will
And
send
make sure skip route is secure and that he's safe.
I will send to Ulrich. Are you safe? Is the house secure? We're running. It's bad.
We're running. It's bad. Yeah. You hear back. The house is secure for now, but there is a growing aura of violence outside. Please, I'll hold down the fort.
Okay. The house is secure for now.
Vasilia?
Okay. I will send to Professor Vasilier, and I'll say, are you two alive?
We failed.
We failed. It's bad. We're running. Can you get to
Bridgeton.
would you have wanted me to send like a general location of where?
Tell them Bridgeton.
Just Bridgeton.
Bridgeton.
Tell him Bridgeton. We have an army there, or at least some.
You can kind of hear a little bit of the back chatter because he's saying, I'm a little pinned down, but yes, I will make it. I will see you in the city of the mountains. And
He said, I know we.
We must not tarry.
Not much we can do.
Onward.
so you're attempting to move stealthily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This will hinder your move. You will be decreasing speed, but you'll be able to go undetected potentially. Are you casting Pass Without a Trace?
Indeed.
Okay, everyone roll stealth checks. Add your plus 10 bonus on top of whatever normal bonuses you have. Pass Without Trace. 1 hour, concentration, second level illusion.
What are the keywords, man?
I don't know.
Good for you.
We gotta break this new die in.
Civilius.
33.
Nice.
You
Nat
failed
20.
17.
Ooh, okay.
31.
Okay.
28.
So you sink into the shadows and you move very slowly, darting from building to building, hiding in alleys, using what cover you can. The shadows coalesce around you, and even throughout the battle, this is still a city at night. And although that sterling white moon, now removed of its blood, sits high in the sky, you are still able to move as if it were nighttime. The battle rages all around you, and the war continues. And you eventually hear, "Lay down your arms." You can kind of hear, as you look up, and you see a Voragesh riding Ravas, holding this sword of sorrow. "There is no victory. There is nothing left for you to gain. Lay down your arms, and I will be merciful." The people continue to fight. And as you travel and you keep traveling and you are moving away, you can see Rava starting to pick up speed. And the city kind of, as it flies, there's this kind of shadow extending around Ravas. And the city starts to get a little quieter. You eventually look and you see, as you're darting through the city and getting back to your place, which is in Placenta Park, you are moving around and you see actually, someone roll me a perception check with advantage because you'll be helped. I guess Selena.
18.
Okay. Okay. You do see a very familiar figure wearing brilliant shiny armor, a sword made of pure sunlight, and a green-skinned half-orc who is cutting down these Gishari squires that he's facing off against. Behind him seem to be a collection of warriors, but also innocent town people. And the shadow kind of is moving closer and closer to him, the shadow of Ravas, and he's cutting these squires down. You can see the form of Francis fighting valiantly in the streets.
How far away is he from us?
100 feet.
Does he look wounded at all?
He does.
I immediately, as I'm running towards him, cast Healing Word.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
And if that's, well, Christ fucking shit. Alright,
We're off to a great start.
First roll of the evening.
It's 5
Second.
points.
Second.
Third. Never mind, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so throw Healing Word at him, and then,
You heal him for how much? 6?
5.
5, thank you.
Because I rolled a 1 on my d4, which I mean is a 25% chance, but still.
That never feels good, does it?
No.
How many people is he fighting right now?
So you see he's gotten the better of the squires that lay before him, but you do see perched on top of this kind of large steam pipe with a iron catwalk is this figure cloaked in red and gold. They're just kind of observing the battle. They have a very kind of salt and pepper bushy beard and narrow eyes and these kind of very delicate looking glasses, and they just seem to be looking down at the battle almost like comically.
How far away is that individual?
At least 80 feet. Actually, so we're based on where you are, they're about 160 feet. We need to get him out of
Do
that.
we know if do we know if we like these mages or not? So from history, like would I know who the mages are?
So you do recognize this as a scholar of the arcane mezzanine.
Got it.
These are the various lords and ladies who go and study. It's just like the generic term for them.
Perfect. And how far are we from water?
Oh, very far. There's no
Okay.
water. So, as you all start to approach, you do see this kind of shadow fly over at almost a supersonic speed as Ravas and Vorgesh fly over this street. And when the shadow leaves, there's almost when that shadow passes, there's almost a pure darkness that envelops the area, and no one can see except for Gilly. And because you see these kind of shriekish, ghoulish, spectral figures just kind of pass their hands and claws through.
Are we in the shadow?
You're not. They spread around Francis and a couple of the other figures, but as they pass through, many of the people that were standing behind Francis, some 60 different people, most of them are dead. And Ravas' shadow just passes over them, being the avatar of death. And they just fall. And when his shadow leaves, and then then a pure darkness leaves the rest of y'all's vision. You just see corpses, a requiem in its wake. And Robus continues to fly around the city. And you hear...
If you guys keep going, I can say Francis.
I'm gonna cast daylight on something I'm carrying that's not also magical. I will pull one of those fucking stones out of my bag. I'm gonna cast daylight on it so I can carry this shit around.
Okay.
And so that I have daylight here, does that clear the darkness within 60 feet of me?
So it's 120 feet total.
Yeah.
Because it's 60 and 60. Yes, it does.
Okay. So we can see again?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will try to run to Francis then.
So that would actually neutralize Ravus's aura. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw. Let's see how quick you were to do this. I didn't even think about this interaction.
Oh, yeah. No, because the moment I wouldn't have been able to see Francis, I would have... Oh.
It'll be contested.
Okay. We'll use this one. You said dexterity?
Yeah.
14.
15 on the die. I will say you're able to save 30 people.
Okay.
So,
half.
You, when you see this and the daylight spreads around 120 feet and the shadow just kind of, but you still see the shrieking spectral ghouls. They're just kind of rolling around like a well-oiled machine, and there's about 30 people that just die in that crowd, and it keeps rolling on. What are you doing?
So I run over to Francis and say, like, we have to go now, and I will grab him.
He looks up, he's like, oh, you're here!
We have to get out.
So we just should keep running, because...
Yes. And then I will dimension door over, like, towards...
We're running with you. You wouldn't have to do that.
But if the mage comes down, I want to avoid combat, and you guys are still hidden-ish.
And the 30 people?
I mean,
I guess that's what he did.
As you vanish away, you see a... And those people just are toast.
Good lord.
There's no chance. And so you'll see us appear 100, 200 yards in front of you guys.
We'll close the distance with you to bring you back into the range of our pass without trace.
Does my daylight negate the pass without a trace? Because it's fucking daylight. Sorry.
It does. It's a second level spell. You can cast it. It dispels it.
I'm sorry.
It's a really good point. So, you continue moving through the city, and as Ravus begins his flight of death, being the literal avatar of death, the Red Death itself, eventually, as you guys enter and approach, and as you kind of sit there and begin to gather, you can hear the battle quieting down as thousands and thousands of people begin to die.
As we're running, I would yell at why am I blanking on his name? You just said it.
Francis?
Francis, your sister?
She's not here. I didn't let her come.
Good.
Okay.
Very good.
Oh no, this is bad. I tried to get there at the party, but I got lost along the way, and then the fighting started, and I just started fighting.
There's nothing you could have done.
I don't know about that, but I'm sorry I wasn't there. I did try.
We have to get out of this city.
The most important thing is to regroup. Plan our next move. We shall retreat to Bridgeton.
So you eventually get to Gideon Crawshaw's place, your dual identity. Fly it open, and the city is again dying around you, literally, and the total volume of the war is just settling to a dull noise. Halric is there, and he's kind of he just has like a sword. You gave him some kind of weapon.
I mean, he has the psychic sword still.
That's right. So he has his scimitar. He's like, ah. Oh, you're like, okay, y'all are here.
I would have cast message before we came in the door, by the way, just because.
I'll stick, once we are out of the streets, I'll stick the rock back in the bag. Not, it's going to go for an hour, but I'm going to let it be in the bag, so if we have to go back outside, we don't die from darkness, because I can't see what's in it, I just know death.
I'll just immediately start casting teleportation circle to Bridgeton, Naz's, to obfuscate the spy.
Okay.
Is there anyone else in the city before we leave?
Nobody we can collect.
I don't know. else we can do.
I'm going to cast Ascending to my uncle. Uncle, are you alive? Can you get to Bridgeton? Where are you? What's happening there?
There's a pause. You hear back. I'm alive. I'm not quite sure where I am. I have been gravely injured. I may not see you for a while.
So he said he's not sure where he is?
Do you share that with the rest of us? How long did it take us to get from where we found Francis to Gideon Shawcross's home?
It would take 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
I say we take the 20 minutes of the stone, see if we can find him in the city. I'm going to pull out the compass that your mother gave me. Hand it to you. Focus on him. If he's in the city, let's see if we can find him. I can still heal him. I have.
It's not healing him that I'm worried about, it's actually getting to him. He sounded like...
The worst we can do.
Did he say that he was detained or something?
He sounded like he was cornered.
I think it's getting to him. That's the problem.
How quickly can you cast a teleportation spell, Civilius?
11 minutes.
Well, 1 minute.
1 minute.
It's not a ritual.
Yeah, sorry. 1 minute.
1 minute is an eternity if we are cornered.
And even the time getting to him if he's already cornered. I don't know. We need to get out. We can't be here.
So
I don't know that there's anything we can do.
We can try, but it is up to you.
The faster we get out, the faster we get Bridgeton ready to fight. And if we don't get out, then word doesn't get out right.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Spells that can help me with anything right now.
So you sit there and kind of think and contemplate and steel yourself. Oof, oh, chat's froze for me. Awkward. Out of the corner of the window, you can see in the southern reaches of the city where Rawless is kind of starting to make his loop with the Voragash. You can see them off in the distance, and you see them rest on some kind of whirring terrace. This is a city of machines and vents and mechanics and magic meets technology. It's a heavily industrialized city, and resting on top of some arcane terrace mechanism, Barabbas kind of straddles, and you see a Voragash. Too many of you have died. I do not wish to be emperor of a city of the dead. For those of you who are left, I will teach you discipline. I will teach you order. He traces with his finger his massive claw. These kind of runes. A tiny little tear in reality stretches out now. And there's this kind of massive flash of lightning, almost like a light, like a flicker. Like someone just turned the television off and then back on. And this rift outpours about 6 of these devilish figures with these scraggly, sharp-looking beards. And they start walking around. Behind them, about 4 other devilish figures, more tall and lithe, with these kind of barbs all over their body. Then last, the kind of beautiful, almost succubus-looking like creature with the long, flaming longsword. The tear in reality shuts. Every day, more of us will come, and you will learn the rule of your one true god. Mordru, you will learn the rule of Dysangelum. You see these devilish figures start to surround him, and they take off into the city.
We need to go.
I immediately start casting teleportation circle.
Runes start to form on the ground. They lock into place. Naz's tower, the Optics Get Spire. Okay. Assuming you all kind of step in and teleport. You teleport in, and one after another, you all appear in Bridgeton, in the Obfuscate Spire, where Naz is located. Much as they always are, they are at their desk. They kind of look up. Very briefly. You're back. You're all back.
We're at worst case scenario.
We failed.
And worse. The arresting light's not reinforced at all.
Is that true? The whole
Mrs. Kilgast went outside the contract. The contract was if Sibelius reclaimed his blade. Mrs. Kilgast was not part of it.
I'm not a historian. I thought that what Voragash set in motion.
My legalese is a little rusty, but from what I understand, because Mrs. Kilgast sacrificed herself, it satisfied the need to, whatever was needed to summon a Voragash to this plane, but it didn't satisfy the needs of the contract. I don't know, can you...
I don't know. At this point, I don't even think the legalese matters. We basically have a pit fiend ruling Gish now that is on its way to take over the rest of the continent. That we somehow need to... Maybe my aunt was right. It's... Yeah. I don't know.
Well, Naz kind of looks up, not making eye contact with any of you, and it's just like, those are dire circumstances, to be sure. I'm sorry that it didn't work out. I'm not sure what to say. If a pit fiend is now on the material plane, that doesn't spell well for the people.
And he's able to summon in more demons from that sandal, which means nothing is probably stopping him for who knows what reason. It doesn't matter at this point.
Yes, pit fiends are rumored to be able to summon devils at their command, in limited quantities, of course. But yes, over time he'll probably be able to build up quite an arsenal, and those devils in turn may be able to build up their own.
And Sharavas is at their side, spreading death throughout the city.
Minister Ravas was the servant of Modru for eons untold, until he supposedly turned coat and joined the Kashari. But it would appear that that is true, and he still serves Modru.
Do we want to head out, see the Sunstorm, see whatever allies we can muster?
I mean, it's like midnight, right?
Oh yeah, it's like 2 or 3 a.m. at this point.
Yeah.
Rouse them from their beds. Warn them.
We have to
Anything.
act as fast as we can.
If he's going to keep summoning demons, we have to counterattack sooner rather than later. Otherwise, we may not have any forces at all to fight back with.
There's a few things we absolutely need to do, right? We need to make sure Bridgeton is on the right side of this fight. And to do that, we need to make sure my mom is back safely. Failing. We need to deal with those matters. We need to alert Kragmandu. And we need to get the process going of taking inventory and preparing whatever we can. Rallying whoever we can.
Was that asshole at the Gish, or was he here?
I don't know.
Which asshole? Gish is filled
We
with
should not have this
assholes.
conversation here.
She's talking about Rendell Halfman.
Yeah.
Right. We should not have the conversation.
Just yes or no, that's all I want to know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't see him. That doesn't mean he wasn't there.
That's fine.
He was supposed to technically be there.
You guys go find the Son of Storms. It should be safe enough here. I'll stay here. I'll reach Exeter Callie and Moira and who else?
Well, the devil, Brahm.
Yeah, the friends.
Because that's how we get my ma.
Okay. Then you guys go deal with the Son of Storms, and Alaric and I will go talk to Brahm after I've reached out to Moira and Exeter Callie.
I can send to Callie.
I still have the ability to use Dream, and it's 2 a.m. Everyone else in the world is sleeping. Moira would be the one you'd want to send to. She won't be sleeping. She was at the party. I don't know if she's alive.
Okay.
So.
I think that we should realize that it will take time for whatever Avoragesh has planned. His ability to summon demons appears to be limited. We must act with haste, but we shall not be hasty.
Then the first thing we need to do is we need to cement the relationship with the Son of Storms, which means being here, which means letting the other parts of the country know that we brought into this to begin with.
I'm sure Antonia will know now that we're working with the Countess, but...
And we need to secure Bridgeton. It does give us a
Right.
tactical advantage against him with the mists and all.
Exactly.
So
They're
even if
counting on
Rendell
having
Half Moon,
Bridgeton.
yeah, if Rendell Half Moon is even back, I don't care. We overthrow him, we kill him, we do whatever it takes to take Bridgeton.
Nez?
Yes.
are your allegiances?
My allegiances are with Bridgeton, as they always have been.
With Bridgeton, whoever is ruling Bridgeton, or with Bridgeton the best interests of Bridgeton?
I want what is best for Bridgeton, but it's not up to me to choose who rules Bridgeton. I leave that up to the other lords and ladies.
Then what I said earlier stands. We need to have the rest of that conversation not here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
So if you do not want to sleep, go deal with the Son of Storms. I will go to Brom after contacting Examiner Callie. If you want to see if Moira's alive and if she has the power to be on our side and bring us East Wing, do so. That's all we can do tonight until we bring in others.
right. Naz, are you able to see much outside of the mists, outside of Bridgeton?
No, my powers of scrying are limited to the glide in the mists.
You can't send outside of Bridgeton. So I have to use Dream.
I think that's right, yeah. Unless we get out to...
Can Naz not allow you to cast your spells?
Well,
Yes, Naz can give you limited permission, limited windows.
that's what I figured, yeah.
You just have to ask them.
Do we think we're gonna need a lot of spell usage? I'm starting to run low on possible sendings and such.
We are several hundred miles from Gishari. If they were able to traverse that distance and
We're
locate us
already-
in this time,
We're
I mean,
almost dead
generally,
at that point.
generally on anything else.
I think that we should do what we can tonight.
I think this is our best option right now, is letting people know.
And then refilling the ring.
Calling our allies
If we have any more diamonds. I don't think we do.
and preparing.
The ring's full. I didn't revivify anybody today.
Good.
Not that I remember it, not that I'm aware of. But we should stock up on diamonds if we can. I have some, but who knows how many we'll need. Okay. Naz, would you be able to let me cast sending outside of the mists?
Sure.
Thank you.
You see her walk over to her, not diadem, kind of a raised lectern kind of thing. And they begin chanting and mumbling. You have a small window.
What did we want me to say to Moira? Anything? Just quick specifics. Anything?
Are you alive? Are you with
Right.
us?
Raleigh the North.
I'll send to Cassandra. I'll
Whatever.
say,
It's north of Gish.
are you okay? Where? Can you get north? What's important? What's important?
Selena will see you soon.
Selena's looking forward to seeing you. This is Gilly.
You can see this kind of flicker in the room. I'm okay. lots of my friends are dead. I'm north. I look forward to seeing Selena. I'm already back in Eastwing and the Pearl Isle Keep. And you said, are you with us?
She didn't say that. I did.
Okay.
Well, we know she's alive and she's in Eastwing. If you want to have a more lengthy conversation and better back and forth, maybe you can still dream with her.
Yeah. Perfect.
We shall notify Quail in the Son of Storms.
I think that's where we ought to head then.
And then Alric and I'll stay here. I'll catch up with Examiner Callie, and then we'll go find Brom.
Perfect.
We can handle Rendell if he is aware of our presence. I'm sure the three of you will be fine. Four of you. Sorry, without glitch. Like, we need like a glitch cut out. So I can remember he's with us.
There we go. I'm right here!
In his murderous demon form or his pretty elf?
Somebody send me a glitch body pillow. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll
And
just
people be
prop
sure to
them up
speak
here.
up because I can barely hear y'all.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
Yeah.
We'll just put a glitch body pillow up here. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
That's a weird territory. Okay.
She puts it between us.
But it's like his demon form, so it's just
It's
a
like-
huge ass pillow.
Yeah, it's like 10 feet tall.
It's like one of those gigantic,
Yeah.
teddy
bears, yeah.
teddy bears that you win at. Yeah, it's basically that.
All right.
Okay.
So you're going to do some dreaming. Who is headed down to the Son of Storms?
So
I guess the
I'll-
rest of us.
I'll go
Three
with
of them, and then you're headed to Brom.
After dreaming, yeah.
Okay, so the three of you depart
With glitch.
with Glitch.
Yeah,
Yep.
glitch.
And you dream. Who are you dreaming first?
Examiner Callie.
Okay.
Do I catch her sleeping?
You do.
Perfect.
As you cast a dream, you see much as the scene before. She is at her desk. Apparently, she dreams of work. She looks up from her quill.
Is there a chair across from her desk?
Yep.
I'm just gonna flop into it.
You're alive.
Unfortunately.
I am. How did things go down there?
I failed. Miserably. Vorgesh is here. Ravas is with him. Ravas carries death that we haven't seen for millennia. And he can apparently summon an unforeseen number of demons every day.
The Lord Catch Cat.
We are securing Bridgeton and Eastwing.
When Fiona Plythe emerged from that meeting room that fateful day 200 years ago, I think we all wanted to believe that Ravas had turned coat, that he was with humanity for once. I don't know what she said to him that day to get him to stave off. But I would have liked to have been a fly in that wall. If he's with Vorgesh, then we need the Dragon of Cragmandu.
I remember when I used the word miserably. Unless there is some miracle. She was taken. Ravas won. It is only the Circle of Red now.
How did she die?
Tsunami. In a Vorgesh.
It's a soul tsunami.
of death.
Yeah, it was
Solnami.
It's not water. It was.
Much
He killed her with the Sword of Sorrows.
He did after he took it off my corpse.
I would very much appreciate it if you and that ragtag group of lunatics that you travel with make your way to Cragmandu as soon as possible.
After we have secured Bridgeton, I think that's probably on our docket.
The Duke of Noshley is calling his banners.
As we assumed he would. We're hoping to give him some buffer between Noshley, or Cragmandu and Gish.
It's true what you say. It'll take both the forces of the Glide and Noshley to overcome this threat.
And Antinia, and East Wing, and potentially Cardoon, and Halfgar, and God forbid we have to rely on the machine, but yes.
Don't reckon Cardoon would fight for us, but yes, it will take everything we have. Can't believe Mia's is dead.
I fear she's not dead, just not here.
Well, hope to see you in Cragmandu soon. We have much to discuss.
Thank you for letting me disturb your sleep.
Just taking a cat nap. We'll be meeting late into the night.
Glad to have caught you. At least we can hopefully get a step ahead.
Good luck. I'll see you soon.
And I'll leave.
Fade away from that dream as the other three make their way down the mountain with Glitch, sauntering into the mist towards the giant lead army, the Son of Storms. Moseying.
Sauntering in.
I need that to be like down here now, I think.
Strutting.
Yeah, exactly. So, your second dream?
We didn't say that I was gonna dream to anyone else.
Okay, just checking.
So I may try to catch Moira before I go to bed, since I'm assuming she'll be up as late as we will.
Okay.
But not between now and prom.
Okay, so you head over to Brahm.
Yeah.
Okay. So the three of you eventually make your way on down to the Son of Storms and the gathering area. He comes out of his tent with the other leaders, Quail and the Hill Giant Shaman. Prism! What news do you bring from the south?
We failed to prevent the onslaught of Vorgesh. He has allied himself with Minister Ravas and is armed with the Sword of Sorrows. It was a rout.
We got
Rote
very
is
confusing.
like
We got
learning
routed.
something through repetition.
Oh boy.
We were routed.
Crosses his arms.
It's very bad, and we need to secure Bridgeton against all of that as quickly as we can.
We were always prepared for a war with the South. We knew it would go there. We knew that the South wouldn't allow us to take Bridgeton when we did take Bridgeton. But against these forces, that is daunting.
So that you know, the Countess Ravamere seems they had a simulacrum that was destroyed, and she seems to have survived.
Unfortunately.
Well, it is what it is.
The other members of the ruling class, the nobility of the highest reaches.
Many were
Large.
slaughtered.
A large chunk is gone.
Good, good. That may make the war to come easier. They'll be disorganized. Fiona Blythe, is she alive?
Dead.
Probably. I mean,
Unless
she's probably alive.
we saw
Yeah, well,
we saw a Fiona Blythe die.
seeing is not always.
That's all I can say.
we
'Cause
also
also saw a
Countess of
Countess
Avonmere.
of Avonmere die, but then later we saw that there was a Countess of Avonmere quite alive. So, all I can say is we saw a Fiona Blythe die, we saw an Angela Crichton die, and we saw, what was first name? Patanza's first name?
Kylie, potentially.
Kylie. We saw a version of Kylie Patanza die.
Yes, even if they do not have backups, their forces will be conspiring to resurrect them soon.
But that means that they have to undergo that, and they will have to expend resources to do so.
And if we act quickly, we can cut them off at the pass.
That's hopefully the idea.
Fiona Blythe is dead. The longer she stays dead, it's the better for our war effort. The Voragesh may be formidable, but Fiona Blythe kept these miscreants in line in only a way a human could. I don't believe they will respond to the Iron Fist as well as Voragesh hopes. So, my first order of business is to secure Randall Halfmoon. I'm assuming he wasn't slaughtered in the wake.
I did not see him there.
No, my spies tell me he has he made his way back. He is rather slippery. So, capturing Randall Halfmoon is my first order. Actually, this is not what I want. Maybe this.
There's a contingent of what are they called? Shades? Shadows?
Whispers?
Whispers?
The agents of the College of Whispers?
Yeah, College
Okay.
of Whispers, that's it.
They're yeah, well,
What are they
yeah.
called?
Depends on the rank.
Oh,
The ones that you
Fair
met,
enough.
like the agents that you met, those are Whispers.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a contingent from the College of Whispers that's set up shop in Bridgeton, thanks to him. They're unofficial because obviously they're not supposed to be allowed in Bridgeton. But so that you know, the quieter you can do things, and if we can... I just don't want word to get back that Bridgeton is not in their pocket if we can avoid it.
I was born in a storm that had not been seen for a millennia. I was trained to walk on the wind, to hide in the rain. We can do this quietly.
Perfect. Just wanted to make sure that you knew what was... You knew which eyes to look out for.
Do you require assistance?
Yes. I would expect at least one of you should accompany us. Me. I'm accompanying you on this mission. Whatever figures you wish to allocate to it is entirely up to you. It was a deal we made together.
I'm ready for the task.
I don't have all the resources at my disposal that I normally would. That doesn't mean that I can't go, it's just...
With the...
Can't do anywhere near as much.
I'll nod to the Thunderstorms. Perhaps with their assistance we will be victorious. If we must be quick and decisive, we shall go now. The three of us and whatever forces you can muster.
This kind of thing is better done solo. Well, sorry, in limited numbers. I don't believe there's anyone I wish to bring from my forces. I will be enough.
The four of us.
Yes, however many of you wish to accompany me from your prism.
know if you're stealthy, so I don't know how much help I'll be if we want to do this quiet.
You've had eyes on him. How hard? What are the obstacles that are going to be in front of us to get to him? What skill sets? What spells might we need?
As far as I know, Randall Halfmoon is an accomplished illusionist, and not a terrible sneak thief. He is protected, of course, by the Lana Guard, the Lana Gears, stout warriors. And if she should promise to rear her ugly head and fight for her lord, by all rights, he is guarded by the Siren of the Peaks.
Right.
And of course, the scholars of the Tranquil Chamber and the Grandbrush Conservatory. He is a duke.
Yeah.
What? If we sneak in, catch them by surprise, get out before they know what's happened. Perhaps we should plan. There you go to the bathroom.
So,
I say if we go, either all four of us, including Selena, comes with, or Justice
And Glitch.
goes. And Glitch, yes, obviously. Sorry.
Glitch would be helpful in at least getting
Defeating
getting
illusion
us
magic
out.
and stuff. Yeah.
in the meantime, we should talk about one of our wonderful partners,
Go ahead.
Dice Envy.
Dice Envy? What's Dice Envy?
Dice Envy is a company that sells affordable but awesome polyhedral dice.
Really? Beautiful looking dice? What do they look like? Are they
Well,
awesome looking?
you want to put that in front of the.
I do. Oh my god, it's such an amazing dice. Look at it glow and
Somebody
sparkle.
gave me a birthday set.
I think that's in front of the camera. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure
It
that.
is in front of the
Is
camera.
mine? Is
If
mine
you
on?
just
This
hold
is
it
updated.
still.
Those
Oh.
somebodies.
Oh, look at that double teaming it.
I
So,
don't think that's
if
what
you
Dice
are
Envy
in need of
Chase.
dice, you
Chase,
can.
that's
Yeah,
what Dice
yeah,
Envy.
that's not.
That's not dice.
I was like, oh no! I thought they were so high quality. I thought they were Dice Envy.
Oh, jeez.
Go down, scroll down, follow our link, and you can find full metal dice, plastic dice, dice for
Metal
99
Jackets, what?
cents. Occasionally, once a month.
So they're 99-cent dice, I believe they're sold out of for the month of July already.
But
But
You're halfway through the
They're
month. You can
frost
get ready
dice.
for
I'm going.
they're
the
frost
next month,
dice.
August. That's it.
If you are not a new player and you're not broke and need 99-cent dice, there is now they're frost dice. Every set of frost dice that is ordered through the rest of the month, I believe, goes to the proceeds go to charity.
Nice.
What charity?
Um,
Sorry.
Go to their Twitter and find out which charity it
It's
is.
probably an awesome
Um,
charity.
That looks at it. If I knew, I would have said it.
Hold please. Let me go to their website, diceenvy.com, and see where their charity dice is going this month. Crowdfunding frost dice. Nope. Nope. I don't know what I'm doing.
So
Oh,
yeah.
It's on their Twitter.
But if you go ahead and click the link that we have at the bottom below our lovely faces right now on our Twitch page, and you choose to buy some dice from Dice Envy, it will also help in turn support us and our channel.
Yeah, we can buy new equipment.
If you use
Oh yeah.
And we can buy better mics. No,
More
no,
than
I'm
one.
not kidding.
more than one mic, yeah,
Yes.
that'd be good.
For still quiet,
And
I can
audio.
bump the game slightly.
No.
It was just us. We were.
I think
the
we all
okay.
just
Yeah, it was the same.
We've all been
time.
really, really mumbly. Not
Yeah.
mumbly, but like just
I'm
not
al-
very loud
I'm
because
always
we're
not
all
very
not
loud.
very.
That is why I'm sitting right in front of the mic.
we're feeling.
But
We're all
It's a
feeling very
problem.
down about what just went down.
with
so-
your support, we can get an audio interface, better microphones, and now we, and then we can
That
mumble
is
all we
right.
wanted.
And then you can hear that-
mumble in high definition.
I was
That's
gonna say,
right.
and then you can hear that sweet, sweet Avoragesh voice all you want because he's here to stay.
A Vorgesh ASMR.
People are digging the voice, and I want to give them the fans what they want.
The voice again.
Vorgesh,
Have
Rise
enough
and Bridgeton.
tequila for
The
this.
new Mats in the Machine is just ASMR of Voragesh. So
R.I.P.
Do it for
Matt
$100.
correct.
F's in chat for Matt Sparrow.
His larynx, yes.
So,
Not. Maybe not good.
yeah. So the Son of Storm says, "Oh, so perhaps we could plan a clever escape. If you believe that we will be unsuccessful in getting in and getting out, if you believe you're not confident in your abilities to stealth through with me, then we can... Anyone, you can bring everyone. Like, you can bring the four of you.
I mean, after what just happened, I'm not confident in any of our abilities, honestly.
I am good at what I do.
What do you recommend?
I
We're
bel-
clearly not great at figuring out how to stop things and do things, so we need
Or
somebody else's
anything.
Limited
insights.
infiltration is best conducted with limited numbers. More people means more opportunity for failure. Of course, there is strength in numbers, but I think we should keep the numbers quite limited. A small strike team.
Distractions elsewhere.
I would say we should keep the numbers quite limited.
I mean,
There is one
Did
limitation.
the Son of Storms have an answer to my question?
Oh, I am confident in my ability to sneak through, and this one is well versed in the arts of shadow. I do not have a means to necessarily escape peacefully. I'm mobile. Okay, well, actually, no, never mind. Since I know that actually. Yes, actually. I'm remembering all the intersecting abilities and how they work. Because he can fly, but the mist prevents flying magic, but he's the Son of Storms. I'm like going over it.
You're like, it's coming to you now.
Yeah.
It's all coming back to him now.
I can provide a distraction. I can summon a storm, a violent tempest, which will provide us much cover. The thunderous boom of thunder, flashes of lightning will distract anyone and give us concealment in heavy rain.
Theatricality and deception.
The storm will also allow me to fly in Bridgeton and in the mists.
Okay.
There is one limitation. If it comes to blows, I cannot stay my hand. I am cursed by the stagger. I would slay Randall Half Moon. So, if it comes to combat, you must be the one who knocks him unconscious.
I mean, you could time up. You have rope.
You're cursed with a murderous intent.
Great. It's not great.
Did it come up at the fire?
Yes! I'm so glad we had a friendly sparring match.
Yep.
Looks you up and down.
It only comes if it's the killing blow.
Oh, I should be glad that I am twice the warrior you are. Otherwise I would have met my end that day. So glad to know this information now.
I can prevent myself from landing the blow. I simply cannot
Are you sure of that?
render one unconscious. I've never been put in a situation where I could not.
Have you ever tried?
It's a good
Nope.
point.
Yeah!
Oh look. You've never tried to not kill somebody.
Not great.
Matt wouldn't do that to me.
Excuse me?
That look.
I would.
To make a statement? You sure would.
Yeah.
100%. I have no question about that.
So, I can summon the storm. That should provide us sufficient cover. Once we are inside, we should stick to the shadows. I'm sure that you're capable of disappearing into the night, but you should be reminded that your armaments of flight, that cloak you wear will not work in the mists.
That is fine. I have alternate methods.
Good.
We can
That will work in the mist.
try to stay close by if anything happens.
I could turn into a bat.
Yeah.
Natural flight.
Yes, polymorph works.
We could stay close enough that I guess we could. You could bounce us in.
I could definitely try.
Keep you on retainer.
Yeah. Probably run in if it's the three of us. Or four of us with
Well,
Glitch.
Glitch.
Unless
Right.
Glitch can bang.
Glitch, how are you doing, resource-wise and such?
I'm okay. I didn't really get into any scuffles. I just teleported around a bit.
You have any more dimension doors in you?
Yes, I have 2 or 3.
Okay,
I'll let you know.
that's an in and an out.
Yeah.
So, not that. Okay. Here's the problem. We can't send everyone in because not everyone can dimension door out. Right?
If we have 2 people that come dimension door out, we can
So
get
that would be
everyone out.
you and
in.
Glitch.
Yes.
Well, you could get the Son of Storms and Justice out. You couldn't get Rendell.
But I mean, if they have ways to get out on their own,
Yeah, which he just said he does.
Okay.
they
Alright.
would get out using
Sure.
those ways, and we would
Indeed.
blip out.
Sure. Okay.
Exfiltration is something that I'm not concerned with.
Where do you all suppose I put my map of Bridgeton?
So,
Probably
you have a
move it
Horn of
east.
Alarm,
Mm-hmm.
and so long as we can stay within range of that Horn of Alarm, we can bounce in and out. You have 2 in you?
I
left?
do.
Okay.
We got 4.
We have
we're just
exactly
chock full.
2.
Thank you, Kragna. I hope you enjoy the dice.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's awesome, Nat.
Yeah.
Nice.
What a
Ah!
Yeah.
Post pictures to
awesome.
our Discord when you get them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tag us on Twitter, buddy.
The
Thank you
Twitter.
so much. That's so
Tweeterville
great.
and the Instaville,
It's
whatever.
almost like
the
anyone who
socials.
buys dice and tells us we'll have to run a game for them or something.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
We're committed
What have you
forever.
done?
It's
I
all
have
good.
volunteered
Do you have any idea
myself
how many
for-
people are in my DMs asking me to run for them? It's not great.
But they
For the
now
time being, let's post
specifically-
dice pictures to Discord. It'll
Yeah.
be awesome.
Like, I already have the
Would you like to be Dungeons and Doggos? Liz or well
You know what? If that's what
Provide.
for the first 20 people who buy dice, I would run Dungeons and Doggos for 4 to 5 games for that many people. I could commit to that over the next year.
You heard it here.
Mhm.
You know
If
they
you're
have this
serious, we'll come up with an announcement and we'll post it.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've
Nice.
only had 2 people buy dice so far. So
There
yeah.
you go.
One of them was Matthew.
Y'all need to keep stalling because I cannot find my map.
And
of
the other
Bridgeton.
one was us.
So-
I've heard that you guys are going to have some time off in the upcoming months.
Yeah,
What better time to
Yeah.
We're
run
going
Dungeons
to have
and
less
Doggos?
time in the next couple months as everything comes crashing
no, I
down.
think October is
We
probably
feel
a
the
good time for
pressure.
you to run
It's a
some
great-
Dungeons and
Late
Dragons.
October, yes.
No, middle.
No,
think
not
mid
middle to
October.
beginning.
You mean
no.
like the Wednesday before and after the 12th? It seems like the perfect day.
For you to run Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. How about just the 12th?
So
Let's just schedule it on
So
the
prime
Just
that.
all 4 games.
You heard it here.
Are back to back.
You need to convince like 3 or 4 more people to buy dice
Okay.
through our link, and then she'll run Dungeons and Doggos. for
I'm
you.
not serious about the 12th of October because I'm busy that day.
I mean,
I have a dress. I bought some shoes. I
Busy.
bought all sorts of things.
I think I could squeeze it
I didn't know that you were
I'm real
cosplaying as busy.
Yeah, busy. The gnome
I guess I
that's
could
in
run.
Still Tower.
Who
Who's
has a
back to
gun and
there
will
now.
shoot you all?
Yeah.
I see a theme here. So I'm real about the games, less real about the thing. So if enough people who buy dice want to play, we'll
Yeah,
do a thing.
together an
I
announcement
mostly memorize it. I'm just looking
Sure,
for specific.
why not?
We'll keep
Alrighty.
Incentives.
So you're discussing with the Son of Storms.
That's right.
Go ahead.
I believe that we have formulated a plan.
Where should we be? We have to be. What's the range on the Horn of Alarm?
600 feet.
I mean, do we...
Alright, so Dimension Door has a shorter range than that. So we need to be within the
500,
range of
yeah.
Dimension Door. We need to find
Do
a place
we-
for the 4 of us that we can hang out and
Do we know where Rendell
Be on
will be at
standby.
this point? Do we have
I
any
would
idea?
guess that you'd be in his keep.
All right.
That's
Well, we
my
try
bet.
to,
That's
I
my
guess,
guess.
stay close to the outside of the keep as close as we can.
He's as informed as we are, we should assume.
Yeah.
If not better informed than we are.
Probably.
So he's probably, making arrangements or setting. He probably already had arrangements. He's probably just setting things in motion.
Well, we need to act now then.
That's right.
All right, let's go gather Selena.
Golden Company.
That's Game of Thrones. You're thinking of the Grandling Company.
Yep. Grambling Company.
It was a G name. They wore pendants.
The Grandling Company also wears gold?
They do.
Yep.
Yeah, they're called
Grandling
Golders.
They're
Golders.
gold.
Because Grandling
Okay.
Mountains are where the gold mines are.
Well, at least. Okay, I'm not an idiot, but they're also on hire, so.
So let's go collect Selena. You guys
They are.
can start heading. Try to do your thing, and just remember if you need us, we'll be as close as we possibly can.
That's right, okay.
Put your lips together and blow.
Oh boy.
And whistle.
Cassilian
Oh,
Ogrid,
Oh boy.
Half Moon Keep, Siren's Cave, Glittering Falls. Okay. These are the relevant terms, people.
Oh, that's what you needed. I'm like, I have that.
I mean,
right here.
I couldn't remember if I developed a fancier name for Rendell's actual keep. That's just Half Moon Keep.
Did you have a printed map or something?
Yes.
It's my squiggle map.
Yeah.
It's not great.
One of
Yeah.
these days I'll make actual maps.
You know what,
It's on
but
my
one
list
day
of
you're gonna
things
pretty
sign
good.
that and it's gonna sell for millions.
Millions.
I like it. I
All
think
right.
it looks beautiful.
So you all start to gather
These are
and
relevant
formulate that
things.
plan as Selena, you enter into the Devil Dog in the middle of the night.
Yeah, provided it's open.
It is. So it's like very quiet.
So,
You don't really see anyone.
that's okay. And so I don't see anyone, or do I see dead people?
Roll
Oh,
perception.
wow. Okay, Haley.
Ooh, that's not great. 15.
So you look around, you start to listen, and you don't see dead people, but you do hear like a ka-dum, ka-dum. And then eventually someone comes out from the pantry, and they're like, "Oh!" And it is Brahm. He's like, it's you."
It is. I didn't think I'd find you awake this time of night.
I actually don't sleep that much. And at all, actually.
I knew it.
Who sleeps? Nobody sleeps but Selena.
I knew it.
Nobody sleeps in this world but me.
I'm not,
And like
It's the
pregnant.
masquerade.
The true mask.
Unfortunately, certain deals I made along the way in my life have rendered me lost from that ability.
Yep.
Surprisingly common, I hear.
That sweet warlock ability.
So he kind of, I'm assuming you're going to need this. He pours fire whiskey, hands you some.
Straight back.
Let's go to the back, shall we? Directs
Yes.
you to the secret inn within the inn, for the Friends of the Fall.
What has changed since we last spoke?
Since we last spoke, that was 9 days ago. Honestly, not much. We've been keeping eyes on everything, getting ready for the diamonds. We heard there was quite the battle in the capital, our spies tell us. Heard it didn't go well.
News is traveling quicker than we were hoping.
A lot of people were eyeing the masquerade.
Yeah. No doubt. Well, Vorgish is here. He has won thus far. I failed. But that's not the thing we get to focus on. The next steps, we need to make sure that Bridgeton has a ruler, and Gilly wants her family back. And
Those two things might coincide.
yeah. How much do you want to know?
Just as much as I need to help.
Okay.
You know that our people aren't assassins. We're not warriors.
True, we would never ask that of you.
But we can move people around and heal people.
If we get luckier than we have in the last 24 hours, nobody in Bridgeton should die. Just a little bit of capture the flag, so to speak. Move it around. Make sure the power stays with people that won't give over this strategic Bridgeton.
So who will we be playing capture the flag or keep away with? Exactly.
Randall Half Moon and everyone he's brought into town. Yep.
Normally we keep people safe. We don't technically keep people prisoner.
We won't be keeping anybody prisoner. I think the Giants will.
Ah!
Yep.
So...
Thought you'd put those two together already, bro. I'm sorry about that.
No, I mean, I had a suspicion that's where our alliances were going, but... I mean, the Son of Storm seems alright to me. Bit violent for my taste, but it's a world of violence, isn't it? I've never had this stuff before.
I think his ultimate goal is peace, like the rest of us. Unfortunately, he sees no other way to do it except for violence.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So, you want me to start the chain reaction? Bring Faylene O'Shea back?
Yes, I think that is the next step.
All right.
I told him about Moira, right?
You did.
Yeah. I think Moira's still on our side. We may not have to raid East Wing, at least without insider assistance.
I've been keeping. I placed an agent. You told me that she may exit the city in a northwesterly direction. There's a small town outside of there along the road called Durnfall. I did place an agent there to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you did ask me so.
Yeah, she just wanted to know she had an exit with someone who wouldn't immediately murder her, unlike her current ward.
She does. And Sister Eileen's been gently notified with a potential asset as well.
So yes, Avorgesh is here. If everything goes well, Cragmandu, Bridgeton, and East Wing, with an unofficial anti-Avorgesh alliance with Antinia, but not official, because Giants... That seems like a complicated family relationship that I really don't want to get in the middle of, but here we are.
I don't see those two working together at all.
No, so that is part of that alliance, is we are not allowed, as the Prism, to work with the Countess of Antinia, and we are to help capture Rendo Halfmoon. Not kill him though, so it's a step in the right direction, right?
That is, I am happy to hear that. I really don't. I understand. Listen, I've been in a fight or two in my life. I know what that's like, but I really don't. I don't know if assassinating this lord that that you don't like, or well, I shouldn't say like. Assassinating this lord that isn't under your wheel and that lord, I'm not so sure that's so helpful.
Well, that's one of the nice things about being part nobility and part nobody with the Prism, is that we can get into parties and we can have conversations, but at the end of the day we have no authority. So if people are helping us, it's because they want to. It's not because they're under a wheel.
Right. So, we'll bring Faylene O'Shea back.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you need from these hands?
No, maybe just a place to stay later this week. Other than that,
These doors are always open to you.
I don't...
When you said earlier that you failed, what do you mean by that?
Vorgesh is here. He has his Sword of Sorrows, and he can summon whomever he wants in this plane. We're unclear whether the arresting light exists or not, or is going to continue to fail, or if it's been shored up. Legalities are not our strong suit, and everything we tried to stop, we didn't. It happened anyway.
So you feel like you failed?
There's a lot of dead bodies in our wake.
Well, at least you were there to try. I am sorry, Selena.
Me too.
Hopefully, if we bring Faylene into the fold, we get the diamonds out of Mercinia. We'll start to do the healing that this country needs.
I have not shared the friends with anyone outside of the Prism that didn't already know.
Of course not.
Unlike sharing the Son of Storms, I mean, he's no secret.
No.
And all the other things. I have one examiner that is very, very cross with me right now. So it's like having a mother that actually cared for once.
It's a rare gift.
Well, it sucks that you disappoint her the first time you say you're going to do something. I don't even know if my parents are going to be able to survive this. They're just...
You're from the grasslands of Avamere, right?
Yeah, you set them on fire, though. What is hell best at?
Well, it's very far north, so hopefully that's enough.
They have time. They'll bend a knee. They always have.
Be about 24, 48 hours before Faylene's back,
Okay.
barring any complications.
Is there anything you need from us?
No. You've done enough.
Yeah, we're hoping to avoid war in the Glide.
Mm.
Maybe if it's a strong enough hold here and the dragon doesn't turn on it. There won't be war here, just siege. So whatever we need for that.
Well, if Faylene O'Shea is installed as the Duchess of the Glide and the Lady, and the Duchess of the Glide and the Lady of Bridgeton, most of the families will respect her. She'll be able to call most of the banners, so it's a step in the right direction. Cool. And with the giants backing her, if they do, the resisting forces won't matter much, will they?
That's what we're hoping. No house is going to be able to stand alone. We're hoping the ones that would stand with Rendell are chicken shit enough to just deal with it like they always have.
All right. I'll let you know when Faylene is secure.
Yeah.
Good luck. Don't be so hard on yourself. Get some sleep.
I'll have to eventually.
You're literally the only one in the continent.
The continent.
Everyone who used to sleep is dead.
Listen, most of the
The peasants.
I will sleep now.
Yes, dream of me when you're awake.
the forever sleep,
Yeah. God,
the
that's
final sleep.
Okay.
I prayed for it.
There
So-
are a lot of humans though, and like all the humans need to sleep. So
Not all of them, just most of them.
I mean, I meant most when I said all.
So
Christ,
They're all warlocks.
they're all dead. They're all dead or warlocks or both.
Gish.
So on a scale of 1 to 20, 20 being the most likely,
Fiend-based warlocks. So forth.
how much do I feel that they're immediately going to try to get Rendell Half Moon tonight?
You know, it was item 1 on the agenda, and you know they're down there talking to the Son of Storms now.
Do I... Alric, Do you think that we could get to Rendell Half Moon's Keep without being detected?
Oh, I'm not. I mean, I can sneak around a little, but I'm not like you. We could perhaps get there. Yeah, we could. I mean, we could. I don't want. I'm not comfortable infiltrating inside.
No, just
Mosey about.
get over there and make sure they're not expecting anyone, and then if something dastardly happens, we're just close-ish.
Alric is gonna look at his spell list. He's like, I don't really have anything to get us over there, but I believe you probably. Yeah, he's a cleric. He has a lot of spells, actually. He has a lot, and he's a cleric. He's a cleric that gets extra spells. So,
no. I'm just picturing, like, I gotta check my spell, like, pull out your cell phone and looking through.
He's like thinking.
That was a scroll in your pocket.
Like casting time on this?
He's like, He's just sitting there.
Delayed giggles.
So he says, I believe that'd be more your specialty, but yeah, I can keep us from being detected.
Well,
once we're there.
I can pass this without a trace to get there.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that you're okay with hanging out in the streets for the evening.
Well, the issue is that there's only a single bridge, and there's two massive portcullises on each end of the bridge. That's the only way to get there, unless you can fly, which is of course forbidden by the mist. But if you can shape change into something flying, we can maybe.
What's the largest thing that flies in Bridgeton?
Giant eagles.
Oh, there are giant eagles here. I thought there were.
Yeah.
You've turned into one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Huh, look at that.
Yeah. And he says, I can keep a lookout a little bit too once we're there.
You and I are on the same page.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pass without a traces.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use that delightful second level spell. And then I'm going to turn. I'm gonna go outside first and find myself a rather large alley.
Okay.
And or this is along one of the cliff faces, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can like hang on the side of the cliff face or something where people can't see me and turn into a giant eagle.
Okay. Did you want to cast Pass Without a Trace before you do that?
Yes. So I did the pass without a trace, and then giant eagle form, so I can carry Elric.
You just fly slow, and you kind of dive down in the mist with Alric, him hanging on your feathers, and into the mist, and you kind of slowly creep up. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check, and he will too. He's proficient in stealth, but plus 10 helps.
It's a giant eagle, right?
Imagine being carried, but like he's like screaming. You know?
So stealthy.
It's good that she casts Pass Without a Trace.
That's all I have to say.
So 15 plus 10 plus numbers, so 25 plus numbers.
Right. So you are able to successfully get on there without alerting anyone. With that plus 10, he got a 26, so.
Perfect.
22, but yeah.
I love passing out trace.
Can't fucking do math. So you and are now resting on the grounds of Half Moon Keep on the peak of Cassilian Algrid. The rush of the glittering falls beneath you.
Within how far am I from the keep itself?
Oh, the inner keep, the inner. So on the outskirts, I would say 500 feet.
500 feet.
Yeah.
I'll take that. And then I'm just gonna periodically, fly and look like I'm hunting for shit, and then land again because I'm a giant bird. So I'm gonna pretend to be a giant bird.
Okay.
And I don't know, be a bird.
You see
casual giant eagle.
Just do bird stuff.
I don't know if eagles are nocturnal.
So if I am hidden,
I don't think eagles are nocturnal.
If I'm hidden
bird
wherever I landed, I will stay landed. Otherwise, I will pretend to do bird stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's better just to stay hidden because giant eagles are not nocturnal.
That's what I thought. Okay, perfect.
And Alric
feathers is fine.
casts a protective circle around the two of you. He says,
Aw.
"You just stay in these limits. We'll be
Perfect.
better."
Very cute.
Oh yeah.
I could peck him on the cheek, but that might hurt.
Thanks. Oh!
One point of damage.
I
Roll-
spent way too long.
The beak is like, I think, like 2d6 plus 4.
Just like the rescuers down under,
Yeah.
you know?
You just tear off a
So-
chunk of his cheek.
You kind of furrow down in your giant eagle form, whew, and there's a circle around the two of you that actually conceals your form a bit. Yeah, and that is up.
And then I will use my special eagle eyes and keep track of when people show up.
Okay.
I'm
Tell us, Selena,
just-
what do you see with your eagle eye?
I'm disappointed there's no sock puppet right now.
And it's like there's
I don't
entirely
have a bird
too much
sock
laughter
puppet.
right
I
now.
want-
Correct.
Fix that.
We're going to need to damper down on the fun. This is not a game.
You all made bad choices.
And you're about to be punished.
Even more so.
I didn't create a bird. I've got a dragon and
Chase,
a fish.
who's Justice's favorite?
Yeah, they're
favorite
dead.
member? Yeah, they're
You'll die next.
Is there
it's
any
fine.
NPCs that are alive that you still love? Because I need to kill them.
I mean, technically.
Alright,
A Vorgish.
Alric,
I love it.
Vorgish is the best.
All right. So we return back to the scene around the campsite with the thunderstorms. So, just you and I, cursed one.
Indeed.
I can't.
If there are any other blessings you wish to bestow upon us before we depart, now is the time. The storm is coming. There's a in the ground.
I'm glad that's what
The foreground.
The storm is coming. Is that what he says?
Yes.
Sorry.
It's summoning a storm.
I was being
It takes
inappropriate.
time.
It does. It takes 10 minutes.
Mhm.
And it lasts for 8 hours.
For the storm to come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a storm lasting more than 8 hours, you should contact a doctor.
I'm going to actually start killing people. So,
What do you mean start? You mean continue?
finish.
We've
Finish.
Does this count as an
done a lot
hour
of killing
rest?
today already.
I'm not enough,
Just to
obviously.
be clear.
Would you say we'd have like a short rest?
You can take a short rest, yes.
That would be great.
I will calmly meditate for the moments that we have.
Alright.
Perfect.
So
I don't
after
use arcane recovery.
your short
Also,
rest,
Song of Rest, if you're spending hit dice, you'll get an extra 1 hit point.
Thank you.
Wow, these new dice, I'm breaking them in. Breaking them in.
They're pretty.
They are very
because
pretty.
they're pretty. Not
They are
because
very
they're good.
pretty.
No, I'm
We're
kidding.
breaking them in, though.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't
No.
have the Fey magic yet.
So would it take us so much time to get to Brahms and then back to the wall as a giant eagle and hide in a circle, or could I potentially take a short rest as an eagle?
you can take a short rest there, huddling.
Okay, there'll be enough time for that.
Yeah. You would have been able to take a short rest at any point in time tonight, so you can always grab one. You guys jumping from one frying pan into another.
I'm
Into
going
another.
to rest
Yeah,
like an eagle
We're kind of dumb.
next to the sea.
How,
Rest like an eagle. Let Ulrich protect me. I'm gonna rest.
I will, you know.
I don't know what's happening over there.
I'm just singing. I'm ready.
Very soon I'll have an inspirational speech for us.
Okay.
I have one prepared.
I get to take 6 spell slots.
Are we ready?
Okay. Hit dice. Short rest.
Is everyone still doing math? Is that what's going on?
Hmm?
I was wondering what everyone's doing.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Oh my god. Okay. 16.
We're not going.
I mean, we're
Oh.
gonna run over,
Scouting out.
scout, and sit on a park bench somewhere in the dark at
In the
in the
castle.
morning.
In the castle grounds.
You
Like a
dared
weirdo.
to kill a king's
Yeah.
deer. Dared to kill a king's deer. I've got a speech already. if you
Okay.
want.
I'm gonna sing.
Okay.
You know, okay, I know things are real bad, but we've got to move fast to combat what's going on now. I know that we didn't start this hellfire. It was always burning since euphoric-ish summoning, and we didn't start this hellfire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it.
Thank you. Good enough. What does that do?
17 temp hit points for the other people who are around. Glitch and not Selena.
Yeah, no, I did that.
And not Selena.
Just being there.
Yeah, I know. I just thought it was fun.
Oh.
Thank you.
And you know, the Son of Storms also gets that because you know
Thank
he
you.
listened to it.
He
endured it.
listened to
He endured
Enjoyed
it.
it, yeah.
For 10 minutes.
It
17
was 10
damage.
minutes of me talking about like you know all the rest of the lyrics.
No,
just-
we don't want to hear it. Please, no.
I was just listing like
Roadhouse
people
piano.
on either side of it. I'm just like doing like this whole
Vorgus
expositional
stabbed Selena with a
recap
knife.
that's super in depth with who was doing what and how everybody was involved. That was the 10 minutes.
Matt's like contemplating. He's like, another campaign might not be so
So I mean, that's
difficult to
like
run.
4 minutes and 30
I
seconds.
already run another campaign. It's
But
called
there
Storm
are a lot
King's
of
Thunder.
pieces
They're
to
replacing
play
ours.
thanks to
Oh
Matthew.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
I mean, just move that one to Wednesday.
If you are available in the Chicago area on Wednesday nights, you don't even have to be like talented or know anything about D&D. Just anyone, a warm body.
Right.
I mean, we set the bar real low
We're the best.
by knowing all
We've
the
got-
words to "We Didn't Start the Fire." Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Winchell, Jojo Maggio.
Except
We're gonna
it's
get
like
copyright
Yeah.
strike.
Stop there. Get the strength.
Mrs. Kilgast Axel Creighton, and it's just continuing on and on with these lovely names that
I'm gonna
Anyway.
return my
that
attention to the
Matthew
Dungeon
has created
Master.
and filled this world with.
I will just sit here. I am told that time and time again on Twitter that it's a collaborative storytelling game. So this is your part of the story. I'm just letting you guys do it.
I wasn't there.
When we tell it wrong, Matt.
I didn't say it. This is as much of my game as it is yours.
Gilly is a treasure. It's fine.
Probably not a bad idea to cut loose.
I believe
after.
it was that Alexis is a treasure, which extends to Gilly by nature. But yeah,
I do enjoy the 17 hit points.
you're welcome.
So, the Son of Storms says, "Cursed one, we shall depart. If there are any, well, you two are coming with, so there's no reason to restore the last minute blessings. Shall we move on? How shall we go?
Indeed.
Right. So the three of you and the Son of Storms depart for Castellan Algard as you enter into Bridgeton, because the Son of Storms is a primary target. Let's see if you can get into Bridgeton.
I will cast as we approach the grounds pass without a trace.
Okay. Roll stealth. Actually, how do you plan to get into Bridgeton? Without passing through the gate.
Teleportation magic doesn't work.
It does.
Oh, I could blip on that.
It's a flying divination. Teleportation, like, it depends.
Dimension door.
Huh?
Dimension door would work or not?
Dimension door works, yeah.
You only have a couple of those left.
I rested, so I have more now.
Okay.
I have one more.
Okay.
So, let me set the scene. So, as you guys approach and begin climbing up the mountain, the Son of Storms begins muttering under his breath, and there begins to form a massive storm. When it rolls in over Bridgeton after about 10 minutes of his chanting, I will have to maintain concentration on this. If I should fall or stagger, so the storm will fade after some moments. And so the storm picks up speed and builds in its thunderous booms and tumultuous energy and whips around with the wind. You're over there in Castellan Algard, and all of a sudden this storm just whips up over Bridgeton. Violent winds, loud crashes of thunder, and strikes of lightning. Taking you guys all the way back to the first episode when a violent storm set upon your train and you were cast off of it by the Son of Storms, now your ally.
That is
That
accurate. That thing
Tyrannosaurus
that
Rex
happened.
doesn't exist anymore.
Or doesn't.
Anyway, so you are, so the three of you, what were your stealth checks? Sorry.
Oh shit!
Oh
I
wow,
have to
you rolled great.
But you get a +10 because passive on a trace.
I'm afraid of all my dice.
33. Another nat 20 on my stealth check.
I get to re-roll once.
I sanded my dice tower down and now it's
33.
28 with a 10.
With a 10?
24.
You're all able to successfully stealth through. The snowstorm flies around and kind of flies up, actually, as the heavy, thick rainfall pours. It's very, very difficult to see. It's, in fact, obscured terrain, heavily obscured terrain. So people are effectively blind. They can't even see. So you guys are kind of navigating slowly past this massive gate. And you're eventually able to enter. You do make your way to Caecilian Algrid and Half Moon Keep and are able to land somewhere on the grounds. Roll perception check. It is a straight roll because you have advantage but are at disadvantage. Because you are effectively blind in the storm.
Yeah, I know. Which one's the eagle dice today?
Eagle dice.
Eagle dice.
Fly away.
I don't know what that is. But that's... and this is my perception, right? So that's 21.
You do not see your allies approach.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I see the storm and I
Yes.
could potentially put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, you know that the storms have been assailing Bridgeton a lot. Whether it's quail or thunderstorms, you're not sure, but you do know that they are the main cause of it. It is, in fact, now winter, and this is a summer storm. Striking all the while in the background. As you all land on the grounds of Caecilian Algrid and Half Moon Keep, what do you wish to do?
Selena!
You eventually, after wandering a little bit, you do catch a message from Gilly.
You found her yet?
Wait, I'm just honing in on the... There's some static on this one. Hang on. Selena!
Oh, I'm probably not that much of a jerk tonight to just screech back. Just eagle form back. Gilly. We made it here. We're sitting on top of one of the thingies. We're in a circle.
Cool.
We're back up.
So I'm sure we're able to convene.
Yes.
Woo! Bless you.
If you so choose.
I'm ready whenever you are.
You can reconvene with Selena.
That is quite the eagle form.
Yep.
She can't talk while she's an eagle, can she?
Giant eagles.
Nope.
Nope.
She can speak eagle.
Oh, good. I'm proficient.
Yeah, but I understand Common and Orin, but I don't speak them.
Good nod.
I'll just
So I really can't speak any languages. I can just understand you.
I'll just say nod if you understand.
I can.
Always.
Yeah, just making sure. We are going to attempt to abduct Rendell Halfmo.
I assumed as much.
So she
Nodding at that.
telepathically responds with message, right?
Yeah.
Can you circumvent this with message?
No,
Yes.
Okay.
we have to roleplay.
Hand wave it. I'm messaging so that we can facilitate this conversation.
No.
Alright, so we're gonna wait here and you guys head on in and use your horn of alarms.
Indeed.
If anything happens,
I will
we'll
sound
do
it.
our best to support.
Right.
Good luck.
So 4 of us can get in and out. Should you need backup. Glitch and Civilius can each take a person with them.
I can fly. I got here.
Well, I mean, teleport in and out.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that, yeah,
I want
that
to see
might
the
be the
eagle
only
fly through
way
the window.
to make that work. So, we don't want more people getting in than can actually get out. Is what this is the thing I'm worried about, at least.
Just like the Hotel California.
Be all haste. We'll be out here. Blow something up if you need help.
Has that worked for you in the past?
More
So far.
times than you'd expect.
Yeah. I'm being facetious.
No, I know. I remember that night you set fire to the Crafter's Keep. The night we killed the Duke. No, that worked.
It did. Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Well, when you have a tiefling trying to set you on fire, and you keep missing, everything else around you is flammable.
All right then. You and I.
I'm ready.
As am I.
And we also blew up the vampire.
I-
Say his thing. Wonder why.
What?
We also burnt down the vampire.
We did.
You guys are
Um,
and the bandits.
Yep.
Guidance or anything?
Send your don't target me with your horn of alarm. I might be maintaining a hut, and I want to make sure I can get through.
Send it to me.
So yeah, send it to Sibelius, I think. And before you go, I am going to inspire both the Son of Storms, and I'll also inspire Justice. With Justice, I'll sing Justice, gonna be okay. Do-do-do, Justice, gonna be okay. Da-da-do-do, Justice.
Thank you, Gilly.
Yeah, that's what you're getting.
I feel inspired. What does the Son of Storms get? Do it. Son of Storms.
No.
Okay.
Not. You don't bring sunshine. Just storms, no sunshine.
That is dying.
Listen, you asked, so this is what I've got off the top of my head.
I feel inspired.
Great.
Okay, we're like on this emotional battle.
So, allow us to disappear into the night. I hope to return with a duke in my grasp. Let us go. Roll stealth.
D8s for inspiration, folks.
Okay.
37.
Okay. You are able to quietly approach. How would you like to? Actually, so how would you? Yeah. So how would you like to approach the keep? What is your plan of entry? Front, side.
Is there like
Time has passed.
It's fine.
I will say if there's some kind of like servant's entrance, or maybe like going up through a window on the second floor if we could scale up, something like that.
Okay. You're
Side,
gonna,
I guess. Yeah.
Up or we'll climb
Sure.
up.
Yeah.
However you want to do.
Teleporting is fine.
So you're going to try to scope. Go and roll perception. Are you trained in perception?
Let me go to my sheet. I'm not.
Okay. The Son of Storms will roll separately.
Got a 9.
He didn't do too much better. Kind of look around. He says, I believe that looks to be some kind of servant's entrance. Some kind of second floor.
Barefoot.
And he kind of floats in the heavy rain. Difficult to see. You would have had disadvantage, but we're not going to add insult to injury. And you land on this kind of small balcony. You look in, hoping to see whatever you see, but still the rain is still pouring. It's freaking raining sideways. It's really hard to see. It's fogged up the windows, as it were. And as you peer in and get ready to perhaps enter through this balcony into the Half Moon Keep, where the Duke Grendel Half Moon sleeps, in hopes to capture him so that you may cement your position in the glide, we're going to take a break.
I should have switched and put on the. I should put Gladiosa back on. So that I could detect magic. I forgot.
Didn't you give Gladiosa back?
No,
Oh.
he gave her back.
Just downloaded the memories.
Artemis gave
Okay.
him back.
Okay.
So, folks, we already reminded them of Dice Envy. If you're enjoying tonight's stream,
Yeah.
please follow, subscribe, share this. Go to our Twitter and share this post with you. Share that we're on tonight with your friends.
Yeah.
Tag, be like, hey, watching this great show. Good first half. I'm glad you think so, Nat. That's really sweet.
I'm glad you think so. Well, I don't know how lit it is.
No cheesecake for you.
In fact, I will not be eating cheesecake because I am currently in fasting.
Yeah, well,
But look how much thinner my face is already. Has anyone noticed?
I noticed.
I noticed.
We will be back in approximately 15 minutes to see how the incursion into Rendell Halfman's Keep goes.
Woo!
Hello, folks. We are back with more of episode 51. The Prism has fled the capital, told most of their key allies about what has transpired, arranged for Faylene to eventually get back to Gilly's mother to eventually get back, and Justice and the Son of Storms are about to enter Half Moon Keep to try to kidnap the Duke of the Glide.
I mean, the rest of our plan's going so well tonight.
Gonna be fine.
Yeah, there's no
So
way this
I
could
would,
fail.
one of the messages, I would have interrupted whatever you were telling me and told you your mother's on her way back. By the way.
Perfect.
Yay!
So, Justice, you stand on this very small little balcony. The Son of Storm's large looming form kind of bumping into you. I trust that you're capable of opening locked doors. If it is indeed locked.
First, we shall ascertain if it has been magically trapped.
Oh. Do show me.
Gladiosa.
The docent inside your chest beams to life. It has been a month since you last requested my abilities. It is time for science.
Indeed. Can you please detect if there is magic?
Indeed, there is magic that guards this door. Abjuration. Divination.
Son of Storms, this door is somehow magically warded. Abjuration and divination spells.
Okay.
I can perhaps pass underneath it, but I do not know about yourself.
Pass underneath it.
Indeed.
Oh. By all means.
How will you garner entrance?
He looks at the door. I can find another way in.
Is there, actually, before I do what I was thinking about doing, is there a keyhole? Or any, like, gap, crevice, anything?
Yes.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
We're just gonna teleport in.
Oh.
Instantly rolling dice.
So you
No.
appear in. You're in actually a rather nice quarter with a low cackling fireplace. Beautiful inlaid sheets with gorgeous embroidery of cerulean and white. There's at least one figure on the bed, a small halfling, cuddled on the bed. And this is obviously not a servant's quarter. You're not sure whose quarters it is, but it's not a servant's quarter. Seems your perception check failed.
I was questioning why there's a servant's door on the second floor. It didn't make sense, but I was going to question it.
Or with a balcony.
Yeah.
They're taken care of very well.
Yeah, Rendell's a real. He's a switch.
Yeah.
He's a swell. And you see the Son of Storms just kind of go like this, and the door. There's a flicker, and the door. As he casts a spell magic. Steps through. You didn't let him finish. And then I rolled the dice once you teleported through.
That's perfect. Well, I got to use my ability. It's fine.
He steps through very quietly, and like a tiger, just saunters over near the bed, looks down, looks over at you, and gestures towards the door and begins to saunter away.
I'll
Tiptoe away.
I'll stealth to the door.
Give me another stealth check.
boss.
I'm real upset by this.
37.
Okay. Oh, you stopped past that trace. That's good. That is good, actually. 26, so... Not rolling too hot over here. But he is for a man of his size and musculature and ability, he is surprisingly alive and sneaky. So you guys are able to enter into a hallway and are now looking around. Go ahead and roll perception. He will assist you.
13.
There's a loud crack of thunder. As you kind of look around. His perception's a lot better than yours.
I get a +2.
He looks around him. You as you enter and come across this T section of this hallway, as you headed to a more northwesterly direction, you both stop with your stealth checks, and there's these two Lana gear guards that pass on by. Or I'm sorry, they're Lana gears. They pass on by. Roll me another stealth check.
Uh-oh. He's got inspiration.
Yes. You did attempt to inspire him, that is true.
Hey, listen, I wasn't going to sing anything until somebody asked.
32.
Of course, singing is actually not a prerequisite of your mechanic, so of course he's inspired.
There we go.
32?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank God for Pass Without Trace. You guys are able to kind of wander on upwards and enter into the third floor. And go ahead and roll perception.
Freaking music.
Did you cast Detect Magic?
I did.
Do you have to maintain concentration on that?
Let me verify.
It's a concentration spell.
Yeah.
So Pass Without Trace would have faded.
Oh, I didn't know I didn't know if it counted as being from the docent. Or
No,
not.
because it basically gives you the ability to cast it, as I understand it.
Yeah, can I do a character check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want to burden this down.
No, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with 20 seconds of clarification.
The docent can make wisdom checks. In addition, the docent can do the following traits: can cast detect magic at will.
So it is the docent, and the
Yep.
docent is the one with the proficiency in perception.
Exactly. So I have to ask her for when I do these things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's +7 with the docent.
+6 on
So-
the perception.
Okay. So
yeah.
you can roll as the docent
Right,
with
right,
the
right.
things that she is better at.
Got
There
it.
we go.
Robots are gendered.
So that for the docent's perception, that is a 24 to the perception.
That is much better. Okay, you actually both see it. You're both approaching. You stop one another. There's a very thin silver line in front of you.
Is it a tripwire or is it a beam?
It is at like neck level for a common height. It's kind of his crotchal region.
Sure, yeah.
Just kind of general.
Right
And
there.
then for you, it's like here.
Is
Right,
it
'cause
a
you're shorter.
wire or is it a beam?
You're not sure it's a thin silver line.
I'm going to try to inspect it without touching it.
So go ahead and roll investigation. He cannot help you on investigation, I don't think. Nope.
16.
16. This seems to be some sort of magical defensive spell. Actually, not a spell, magical defense. It's not rote magic, it's special magic. Hums, kind of.
I'm going to attempt something. I'm going to try just Thieves' Camp really quick. Does he understand Thieves' Camp?
No.
Okay.
No.
I will whisper, like in the barest breath in his ear. I will say, it is a magical ward.
He looks. Moves his hands around. Hits the ward and just kind of bounces off. rather resilient, unfortunately. However, he is trained in Arcana. So let's see if he can decide.
Oh. And Gladiosa is as well.
Okay.
If he wants to
You
roll
can roll
advantage.
for... Oh, yeah. You can roll for
Okay.
Gladius.
That's a 16.
Okay, he got better. Looks. You should be fine if you teleport.
And you?
I will find another way around. Yes, he says I will find another way around.
I will see you further within.
He backs up and disappears into the shadow.
Splitting the party that has split the party.
Disappear beyond the ward. You see that silver line and go. Again.
Mitosis.
Alrighty, helm of perception check. As the robot.
Mm-hmm. That is a 23.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Kind of look around. You progress on through the keep. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
29.
Yeah. You again pass by two guards in their silver-plated armor. Glistening knights this time, not Lana gears. Or glittering knights. Glittering knights, that's right, because it's glittering falls, glittering knights. And they pass by you. Those are the house. Those are the guards of the Duke himself.
Step out of the shadow, like as they pass
Through. You eventually do make your way to two very beautiful. You're around the corner, and about 30 feet down the hall. 100 feet down the hallway. Actually, I'm thinking of this. You are kind of around the corner. You peek around, and you can see two guards in front of a massive, beautiful inlaid door with gorgeous sort of fixtures and carvings into it. They kind of tell a story of a land founded on top of a mountain. And this is the door that you are certain leads to the Duke's quarters.
Again, we need popcorn.
There are two glittering knights. It's hard because there's the Knights of Gleaming, and then I forget the Knights of the Shining, like the Shining Knights, which are the Eastwing Knights, because each city is built around a concept of metal, and these are the glittering knights.
This is your own prison.
I know.
Yeah.
Fuck me with consistent themes, you know.
What city has the Rusty Knights?
The what?
The Rusty Knights.
Rustville.
Oh,
I like how there's actually...
They're not the
Yes,
Rusty
obviously.
Knights, but yeah, Rustville.
I'm just going to observe them.
Where's
For sure.
Campton's from?
I'm going to observe
the
them for a
rust?
short period of time, giving the Sunstorms a chance to catch up. From my vantage point.
There's the
What kind of ability would you like to use to observe him? What are you trying to gain from this observation?
Well, I have detect magic up, so I'm assuming anything within range I would be aware of. I'm honestly just going to keep an eye on them. I'm kind of waiting for the Sunstorms to be able to catch up. I'm not necessarily trying to ascertain anything beyond just kind of like trying to study them if I needed to like alter self into one of them later, that kind of a thing. I know I can't mimic their voice, but...
Okay. You go ahead and roll me a perception check.
20.
Okay.
Thank God for Gladiosa.
That's funny. So, yeah. Interesting how the dice land.
no.
So you're sitting there looking around and waiting for the Sunstorms, and you wait for quite some time, about 45 minutes. And there's a... on your shoulder.
Who's there?
Sunstorms is
Yep.
behind you.
Oh, good.
He's like, if I was your enemy, you'd be dead.
Then I'm lucky or not. There were two guards posted outside the door.
Yes, sorry it took me so long. I don't have the ability to teleport without making quite a lot of noise, as you remember. He understepped you. Knocked you out with it, I think.
Indeed.
And you took my boots. I'm like, I had this ability. I'm like, oh yeah, the storm jumper's on ship.
I just looked down at them.
This isn't awkward.
Comfortable?
I could have murdered you, and I have your boots.
He goes, they're not cursed.
Ooh.
Looks around the corner. So, what do you suppose we do?
Son of shade.
I have access to illusory magics if we would wish to try to temporarily draw them away.
We were trained in the game of shadows, yes?
Indeed.
I not as advanced as you, but I do have some discipline in the arts. Different school, different kind of wind trained me. So, you can either play the game of shadows, or you can cast a sphere of silence over them, and we can try to dispense of them quickly. It's up to you. I do not have those abilities. Mine manifest differently, as you've seen.
Let us attempt the game of shadows first, if it comes to combat, and then we can resort to...
All right. And you can see he doesn't have his great sword. He doesn't have a spear. He just had. He actually just has his like punching fist. His gauntlets.
I love it.
His punching fist
Yeah.
versus his non-punching fist.
His gauntlets. Yeah.
Versus his other fists.
He's got his pimp hands.
Yeah.
Good
luck. So, what disguise do you take for the game of shadows? The game of faces.
Oh, I actually... That's not actually immediately what I wanted, but but that does trigger something in me. The halfling form that we saw in that room that we entered, was that of a child?
No, they're all very small. No, it was just a lesser noble, probably Rental's sister, cousin, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a countess or viscount.
A quarter moon.
I wasn't going to do anything as obvious as walk forward with the disguise, or with a disguise. I was going to try to lure them away from the door.
Okay, it's up to you.
Sure. I'll motion for him to attempt to hide, like around a corner or whatever. I'm not sure what the layout of the hallway is. Is it like a 90-degree angle?
So at a 90-degree angle and 100 feet down, there's the Duke. And that it's a hard corner.
Right.
And then back a good ways, probably about, I'd say another 100 feet, are a couple little doors and things like that in another corner.
So it's like literally like
snake.
Just yeah. L. There's no place for them to be drawn to. Okay.
You can draw them back and away from the door, yeah.
Okay. Because I'm trying to think of how we could like circle around them if we drew them away from the door and get past them and get through the door.
Mm-hmm. There are a couple little doorways. There's a balcony.
Okay.
Through the
perfect. That's fine then. I'm going to use minor illusion down the hallway, trying to lure them away, and I'm going to make a sound of like scratching on on wood or something like that, loud enough for them to hear.
Okay. There's like a scratching noise. One of them looks down, steps forward a little. It does not, this guard does not say, is someone there? He doesn't say who's there. Just steps forward some more. Leans down. He goes about, the guard goes about 50 feet down the hallway, halfway towards you. Looks around some more. Just there thinks for a minute. You can see in this guard's eyes, this is not like a rent-a-cop. This is someone who's incredibly seasoned and intelligent. They walk, and the other one just, they look back and they're not even communicating verbally. They just look. He looks back at the other one, and she nods. And he walks down the hall more. You see him. He draws a small blade. He saunters forward. And he gets closer. He's now about 20 feet from you. All right. rolls are the rolls. And he seems to be buying into this illusion.
Okay.
And he steps forward, and now he's 5 feet. He's about to round the corner to where you are.
Is he going to pass by us? You said there was nooks and crannies that we could go
There
through.
are other rooms,
right?
and
Yeah.
balconies, and there's also a ceiling that's probably
Right.
20 feet high.
Perfect. I will project that sound like down the hall, like where he's
So snaking around.
Right. Yeah. So to like lead him further down.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he's gone, then we just try to go towards that. I guess there's only one to deal with now. For now.
So as you move the sound from one area to another, the rolls are the rolls. You see him looks around, casts a spell, speaks into it, holds it there for a minute. His eyes glow. Puts his blade away and begins to walk back to the door.
I'll look to the Son of Storms and shrug. Wait for him to return to the spot, and we'll try option B then.
Alrighty.
So, after he has a chance to return to the door, we'll stealth back up.
So he begins walking back to the door. He stops about halfway. Looks back up at the other guard. Looks around. Turns back around and walks in your direction. Back around.
Gonna wait and observe where he goes.
He seems to be just heading right for where you are in that hallway, around the corner.
Oh, okay. Is he gonna?
He's now leaving.
Yeah.
He's now walking back away from the door. Yeah.
Have we emerged from our hidey hole now? Like, are we in the hallway at this
You
moment?
can be if you wish to be. I'm assuming you're trying to stay out of vision.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna let him pass if he's.
So you're
gonna
keeping the
pass
spell going?
Yeah.
And that guard actually just walks away and pursues that sound. Because could not roll above a 5. But he's still a very intelligent guard, knows how to test if he's being observed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I will gesture to where the remaining guard is. Damn. Actually, we should probably go after this one when he's separated, I would assume.
The Son of Storms is following your lead. The guard is now past you and is some 30 feet away.
I'm gonna cast silence on where he is, and then I'm gonna go for.
Go ahead and roll initiative. Small little initiative test. Okay. What was your total?
20.
Okay. Son of Storms is gonna go ahead and roll. Don't quite have fight music for this. This is gonna be what we're gonna do.
Yes.
This is
silent
fine.
music.
This is fine.
God.
So in the silence, did I roll? I rolled for the Son of Storms, right? Yeah, I rolled for the Son of Storms. You're first.
Okay. So does the action take place before the combat? The silence take place before the combat?
It would be, yes. So what I will say is they have the surprise condition. It doesn't, yes.
Okay. So I will behind them, and I'm just gonna go nuts on them.
Okay. They are in fact surprised, actually. So you can see as the sphere of silence falls around the glittering knight, they stop, and you're already on them by the time they get to do anything.
That is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
As an automatic critical.
Yes.
Because I have the sneak attack on him. So electric plus dagger plus sneak attack damage. That is 10 plus 9, 19. 19 times 2.
38.
38 plus 5. So
43.
43
Okay.
points of damage for the first hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Jesus.
Second attack is a 23 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Can't shield, so here we are.
That is 8 plus 5, 13 points of damage.
13, you doubled your dice.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, sorry. 16 plus 5, 21. And can I get a stunning strike on that first
You
hit?
can. That makes it. 17.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, 19.
That's fine. Yep. And so let me mark off the key points.
We'll keep work for stunning strike.
And then 2 from the silence. Yep.
2 from pass without trace.
Yep. I'm down. All right. Third attack then.
Yep. What was the one before this? I actually really like that for this. Math.
That's a 19 on the dice.
This one is called Shadowland 7. That checks out.
Shadowland 7.
Here we go.
Legit, man.
And then I'm just going to use Flurry of Blows, but I'm not going to spend a key point to do it.
Martial arts strike.
Martial arts strike, thank you. So that's 6 plus 4. Oh, actually, I forgot lightning damage.
And you, what was your hit on the third attack?
It was a 19 on the dice.
Yeah.
So that's 8 points plus 4. 12 points.
You doubled
yeah.
your dice?
Yeah. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 1.
12?
Yeah.
So 3, 4. I don't know why I did this like this. 4, 6, 5, 6, 7. Woo! They are badly wounded.
My unarmed does a d6 and necrotic damage
Yes.
too. 1. So I had 2 more points of damage.
They are badly wounded, more than bloodied. They are a quarter away through their health, to be sure. The Son of Storms gets to go before the Glistening Knight, and they stalk up like a tiger. They are going to actually rage, and then they are going to grapple. With advantage, thank God. Ooh. That's funny. Well, even with that low roll, they still win because they have a plus 14. So they the Son of Storms grapples, and then the Son of Storms is going to use his special ability to muffle.
Oh, hey.
Use a muffle.
And we're in silence. So it's just me.
So you see, even though you're in the sphere of silence, the Son of Storms lifts the guard up and puts his hand over the guard's mouth and begins to strangle him, kind of crushing in his face. Or sorry, 7.
Do not want.
6.
Let's please not become enemies.
6, 13. 10, 6,
Well, it's a good thing you didn't go in because your face is recognizable.
10,
Well, yeah,
23,
I have
33.
I have illusion magic to make that different.
With 39 points of damage from
That's
muffling and
stunning.
crushing, you just see him pick up the Glittering Knight, and he just kind of slowly crushes his skull with one hand. And there's like a pop. He drops him.
No.
Knocked him out, right?
Yeah, actually, you know what? He wouldn't kill the guard because of the terms of the agreement. So he
Thank
just
you.
muffles him and puts him out, and the guard just falls limp in his hand. He sets the guard down. Well, it's complete silence, so he just sets him down.
You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what I'm going to do next.
With all your abilities you forget about?
No, I mean, I know which ones I have. I'm limited on key points right now.
In this sphere of silence, the Son of Storms looks at you and for the next move.
Fuck it. I'm going to alter self
Oh my god.
and make myself look like the guard that just left.
So there's a kind of these shadow worms caress your form, and you become this knight whose name you don't even know, Glittering Knight. Glittering Knight.
Mm-hmm.
You occupy their. You resemble them spot on. Alter self.
And I will nod to the Son of Storms,
He nods back.
and I'm going to walk over to where the guard was stationed before.
The feminine guard just looks at you and doesn't say anything. Nods.
I'll just give her a nod and resume my post right next to her, and I will let it marinate for just a minute or two.
She looks forward.
After about a solid 2 minutes, I'll cock my head as if I hear something, and I'm gonna look. I'm gonna make a pointed look to her, and then I'll hold my ear up and point to the hallway.
She looks at you. She goes like this.
Yeah.
She moves forward. Go ahead and roll a deception check.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah.
That deception check will be a 23.
That look.
She nods and moves forward away from you.
I love this roll of reactions.
Now I'm just gonna, because she's going down where.
She disappears around the corner. You see her kind of waddle back, step forward, go around, and go around the corner, doing the same thing.
Okay. Does the storm appears at any moment? Or
I mean, how long do you wait?
just 10 or 15 seconds, just a couple rounds.
You sit there and wait after she disappears around the second time, and there's a movement out of a corner of your eye across the glass window in the balcony. The Son of Storms is out on the balcony.
I'm gonna turn around and with Gladioso to detect magic on the door.
The Duke's door?
Yeah.
Go ahead and detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
It is not magically guarded.
Gonna inspect for traps really quick.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
25.
It is not mundanely trapped.
I'm going to quietly. I'm gonna gesture in from the Son of Storms, who's on the balcony outside.
Yes.
The Duke's room.
Yes.
And I'm going to quietly open the door and enter the Duke's room.
As you go to gesture for the door, you should make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
16.
Yeah.
16?
Yeah.
16 succeeds.
Okay, okay.
There is a symbol spell.
Yep, there
Which-
it is.
So when you go to open it, there's this blast of a 60-foot sphere. And you can feel this horrible death energy blast out. Oh, so you still take half. So you take 27 points of necrotic damage.
Yep.
So there's this horrible blast of necrotic damage. You can feel your life force start to separate from your body. And then it fades in. And there's a secondary noise. And you start to hear this. Wow!
Yep.
Wow! Wow! The Son of Storms, you look over, he's like, he crashes through the window.
I'll go through the door.
The three of you who are all outside, you start to see lights come on. And you see flames start to get lit up. And you hear, wow! Wow! And the Son of Storms and you roll in. And you see a very small form kind of start to stand up from his bed. I need you to roll initiative.
So just so that you're aware,
Yes.
Gilly has cast in the hut, so that if need be, we have like a fallback plan.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that you're outside of the hut so that you can receive the magical everything.
So that symbol's not magical, eh?
There are spells that actually can block detect magic.
Correct.
There's actually several magic
Yeah.
aura for one.
Yeah.
That's complete shit.
It's a first level spell.
I'm going
Those are
to-
meant to be worked around at higher level magics.
I'm going to disbelieve that and
It's
replace
called Nystul's
reality with
Aura, and there's a couple other ones that do it too.
It's pretty sexy.
It's called You Should Have Teleported In. Maybe that would have worked. Maybe.
Still true.
Actually, yeah,
Probably not.
that's probably actually, I should keyhold it and
Yeah.
teleport it in.
That's what I was expecting, but
I got excited.
yeah.
Oh, why am I rolling a third time? Oh. Yeah. And then Sunstorms rolled like shit. What'd you get?
19. 15 plus 4. Why didn't I teleport in?
I don't know.
Because I got excited.
That's
Well.
okay.
Here we are.
You can only do the same thing so many times in a row before you change your mind.
So you are in the very beginnings of this entrance with the Duke Rendell Half Moon, and this is about to be a full-on thing. So
This is perfect, though. I'm disguised as his guard.
that's true.
Yeah.
So he steps up and grabs a dagger and a crossbow, and he points it at you. And he goes,
I'm coughing. I'll start coughing. No, wait. There's an attempt on your life. Like, caught my voice hoarse from whatever is affecting me.
You see him tumble forward and land in front of you.
I say, we have to get you to safety.
What's your spell DC?
For the alter self. It's alter self.
Yeah, the
My
spell
form.
DC.
Oh, I thought my form was just physically.
What's your all?
Yeah, let me
You
check.
can still always. It doesn't matter that it's an illusion
Okay.
or transmutation. You can always attempt to perceive through things.
I believe that's a 14 if they take the action, or is it? No, it's a 16 for my wizard, or my monk stuff.
16, right?
Yeah. Yes.
16 should be
Let me check.
10, 12.
Let me double check.
What's your wisdom score?
It's 14. I'm wrong.
14.
It's 14.
They look at you.
Deception check?
Go ahead and roll deception.
That is a. If it's it's deception. That's a 25.
You would get advantage from your actor feat.
Yeah.
So with that, he stops, and you can see him grip the blade a little tighter. Okay. Follow the protocol.
Yeah. And then I will. Glorious.
Yikes. Even.
However, one second.
Kill him.
Just
Kill him.
not
He
yet.
looks over and sees the Son of Storms and fires a crossbow bolt. The Son of Storms, because the Son of Storms is attempting to hide, but unfortunately is not hiding that well.
Behind a window?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, even in the rain. That it will hit. However, no sneak attack. Son of Storms gets into his shoulder. Armando is just like gestures to you.
Right. I'm
It's
gonna.
now your turn.
Dickhead.
I'm going to lead.
You
I'm gonna.
would be a rogue.
You said that there's a balcony.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lead Rendell out.
Towards the Son of Storms, though. That's the issue. Son of Storms is on the balcony. You guys are within it.
Yeah. I'm gonna like gesture to the Son of Storms. I'm duplicity here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fake like throwing something at the Son of Storms and try to rush Rendell move past him. I'm trying to get Rendell off the property. I'm wanting him to think that I'm trying to escort him out of danger.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So whatever
Yes.
deception I need to like.
Roll. This is performance.
Okay. Not nearly as good.
No.
Okay.
But you still gain advantage.
Okay. That's a 20.
Natural or unnatural?
Unnatural. 18 plus 2.
Randall looks at you as you're trying to tug him along towards the balcony, towards the Son of Storms.
I'm like whatever way I can get past. You said there was like doorways in the hallway, like
Yes.
like balconies in the hallway.
Yes.
So I'm trying to make this ruse like I'm trying to get him away from the Son of Storms.
Okay, so you start to head down the hall.
Yeah,
Okay.
like whatever way. Like I'm trying to be like, oh, we need to get out of here and like get him off of the property.
So he will follow you whenever his turn comes around.
Okay,
You
sure.
can start to gesture, or if you prepare.
Yeah.
Okay. The Son of Storms looks at you and crashes through the glass window and is going to attempt to grapple Rendell.
That's fine.
Natural 20. Never mind.
Hey. There it
We'll
is.
see what Rendell gets. Rendell got natural 1.
Yes.
But
He has
it's-
halfling luck.
He does.
Whose team are you on? I'm
It's
kidding.
not gonna matter.
I'm kidding.
8 on the die.
I'm kidding.
So you see the Son of Storm smash through the window and crash and land on Rendell Halfmoon. And he is going to, with his secondary attack, use Muffle.
It
Glorious.
was a natural 20. It didn't matter.
I know.
I was
So
just
with
curious
advantage.
how much a fight he was putting up.
So Rendell gets another natural 1. Or no, yeah, and then has to roll, but then halfling luck. Okay.
Yep.
So Rendell is successfully muffled.
This makes me so happy.
9, 10, 11. Oh!
Ah!
I think that's...
Where is it? By the table, like a D4. Right there.
Thank you. So you see the Son of Storms grapple him and begin to muffle him, and Rendell is successfully muffled, and he holds on to him, and there's lightning coursing around Rendell's face, and he's attempting to smother him. That is the end of Son of Storm's turn, so he's not knocked unconscious, but he is muffled, which means he cannot cast spells with a verbal component. Yes.
Okay. Oh, whenever it's my turn.
Yeah. On Rendell Halfmoon's turn, Misty Step is verbal. So
Yep.
you see Rendell look around. He's going to attempt to stab the Son of Storms with a dagger. He looks at you for help. Oh, that'll hit. Fortunately, it's just a little dagger. 6, 10, half to 5, because the Son of Storms is raging again. So he stabs into the Son of Storms a little bit. And he can't do anything because he can't cast spells currently. Justice, it's your turn.
On my... Hold on, let me check one thing really quick. I should have done this a second ago. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
It's fine. It's not like this is a show for people to enjoy and watch.
I know.
Fluidity, brevity,
my religion, yeah, all
talent.
these things. All right, last for a minute. Okay, I'm going to hurry up, and that minor illusion, which is it lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to make an appearance of a dead or wounded Rendell Halfmoon on the floor in the hallway, outside of where I was, and then I'm going to close the doors with my object interaction. So now it looks like there's a dead Rendell Halfmoon in the hallway, and the doors are closed.
Okay. So with your action, you summon the force of the shadow and coalesce away from you and form a rather convincing little figure of Rendell Halfmoon, and you slam the door shut with your object interaction. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your bonus or move?
Bonus, I guess I'm just going to do the dodge action or whatever you call
Patient
it.
defense?
Patient
That's a
defense.
key point.
No, then no, I'm not going to do anything.
Shut the bed some more.
Hey!
Away from the
I'm,
door or anything?
what? I
So-
can't
You're not-
barricade the
no,
door
never
with a
mind.
bonus action, can I?
Huh?
I can't barricade the door with a bonus action, can I? I didn't think that was an object interaction. Yeah, so.
So, outside the keep, what are you all doing as the caterwauling happens and the fires light up?
We wait for the alarm.
I'm staying inside the hut.
Okay. Alric looks over to you. You're in eagle form.
This is so fun.
Alrighty.
Get the wings up.
So that's round 1. Son of Storms lifts him up and continues to muffle Rendell. His advantage. Okay, that's good. He rolled like shit. That will hit. And Rendell's not wearing his armor, so. So he continues muffling Rendell more and maintains the grapple, blocking Rendell's spellcasting abilities, as Rendell is going to be an illusionist.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks over and starts to fly.
Okay.
His fly speed is 50 feet, so he can move 25 feet around, and he will use and he can use his bonus action. No, he can't use bonus action and dash because there's no enemies. And he begins to fly into the sky. On Rendell's turn, Rendell is going to use his action to make an acrobatics check opposed to the Son of Storm's grapple check. Ooh, that's pretty good. But Son of Storms does have advantage. So they are 25 feet up in the air, and you see Rendell slip out with his action and fall towards the ground and land.
How far are we away?
Oh, you guys can't see. This is on the other side of the far on the way from the keep. And he gives you a little wink, and he looks around and misty steps 30 feet away. So now he is 50 feet away from you and 50 feet away from the Son of Storms. You can see him vanish into the keep, and you can hear footsteps
That's fine. So he's outside now. 50 feet away.
In the balcony. Yeah. Outside.
Okay. Did he take any falling damage from falling?
Nope.
25 feet. All right. I'm gonna spring after him then because I'm just as fast as him. Yeah. So I will get up as close to him as I can.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
It is. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try to hit him.
Okay.
It's only. Oh.
D8.
Is it
You
D8?
don't have it anymore. It only lasts 10 minutes. It's been far more than 10 minutes.
That's fine. So that will only be a 16 to hit.
He has no armor on, so 16 will hit.
Cool. Stunning strike.
Oh, okay.
Good call.
Oh,
Yep.
halfling luck.
Oh boy.
Holy shit, he's getting mileage out of halfling luck.
Yeah.
18 on the die.
Damn.
Fuck nuggets.
Yeah.
That was
That's
my...
funny. So yeah, you can see this little mischievous little shit with his teeth licking ways is really freaking slippery. But what's the damage?
So that would be 5 plus 5, 10 points of damage.
So Sunstorm's done about 60. You did 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see, 40, 50. Okay. He's not bloody, but he's got some wear and tear on him.
Okay. Second attack.
Yeah.
It's a 14 on the dice.
Oh, that will hit. Because he doesn't have his armor. Or both of his weapons.
Alright. $13 points of damage.
13 points, okay.
Oh, man. Oh. Well, and I'm adjacent to him, so if he tries to cast a spell, provokes. If he tries to move away, provokes.
Yeah,
Maybe.
sort of. So it's the Son of Storm's turn. The Son of Storms is going to fly down after him and land next to him and attempt to grapple him. This is an opposed check, so he got a 20. Rendell does not have advantage. Rendell got a 5 on the dice, so Rendell loses.
All
And he's
right.
grappled again with the first attack, and Son of Storms will again attempt to muffle him. With advantage, that will successfully muffle him.
Everything is fine.
9, 10.
Everything's fine.
10 plus
For
4 is
this.
14.
For the moment.
10 plus 4 is 14, plus 5 is 18.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? He summons another pit lord.
Hmm?
What's the worst that could happen? He summons another pit lord.
Oh god.
So the Son of Storms picks Rendell up again and begins to muffle and try to choke him out. Rendell fighting all he can. When it comes around to Rendell's turn, Rendell is going to use his action to try to escape.
Is there any way...
Natural one again! Halfling luck!
Wow.
I literally cannot believe this! Okay. And then the Son of Storms, because it's contested. Son of Storm's got a natural 20 with advantage, so you can see this Rendell Halfling is like trying to duck and weave and dodge it and cannot cast spells, which is by far the most effective thing. You see Rendell Halfmoon look up into the sky and start to smile.
Yeah, shit.
You three outside, you see behind, because you guys are resting above the glittering falls. There's a motion out of the corner of your eye. You hear the waterfalls part. You see, taken to the sky. It's very difficult to see with this storm raging. You see a silver dragon start to fly towards the castle.
So I'm gonna look at Sibelius and like wiggle my shoulders
Wait for
and
the
then get ready to fly.
Okay.
Like I'm leaving with or without you. You have the opportunity to come, or I'm leaving.
You can't talk.
I'm gone.
Wait.
I have left. I have flown away.
Ours like, okay.
The dragon comes for Ulrich.
Are you attempting to hide with your action? Or are you dashing? Are you going 80 feet or 160 feet?
160, please.
So you're dashing in the sky.
I am. I'm gonna get somewhere I can land, and then I'm going to call lightning.
We still got this.
you to Sadris.
We stealthy boys are outside. We're choking them out.
To Sadris, as you fly into the sky, shoots you a look and keeps flying, but is keeping an eye on your position.
Perfect.
So, for those of you playing at home, Sadris is the silver dragon, the guardian of the peaks, the siren of the peaks, and the guardian of Bridgeton. Known to be a coward, actually, but we're about to see. Could you roll me initiative, Selena?
Yes.
And while that's happening, I'll look at Glitch and say, maybe you two should bamf in, grab who you can, and bamf out.
I'll hold the horn. My turn. We're good.
Because they don't know the
12.
dragon's coming.
I mean, the Bamfin's not perfect. I don't know how close I'll be able to get.
Okay. That was Selena, a Son of Storms, a Sadris, Rendell, Justice. Your turn.
I will pull out the horn and I will blow it to Civilius so he knows where we are.
And there it is.
Go and roll initiative.
Can I pinpoint where the horn is based on?
You know the direction.
Okay. So that will be 15.
15 on your initiative?
Yep.
And knowing that he was going to need as much information as possible to visualize where to end up, I would have given any sort of magical, with minor illusion, renditions of the castle that Gilly had access to from her mind.
Okay. So,
We
Justice,
had time to do this.
that's your action to...
I'm going to... How far are we from the... We're just still deep in the grounds?
Yeah, you're deep in the grounds.
Did I pick up, like, he was, like, looking up with some
And
kind of malicious
smirking,
intent?
yeah. Mhm.
I will gesture up to the Son of Storms and maybe we can try to find some kind of cover. Because he's choking him out, right?
Yes.
So, you know, she can't see through physical objects, hopefully. So maybe we can get her, like, any kind of tree cover, balcony, any kind of physical objects.
Oh,
outside.
physical objects.
Yeah.
About to find out.
Physical objects.
Okay. So, wow. So what do you do? So with your action, so then you move and hide somewhere? Is that
Yeah,
what
essentially. I'm
Okay.
trying to find anything...
Roll me a stealth check.
Perfect. Anything physical that we can underneath. I do not have Pass Without Trace anymore because of Alter Self. I do have advantage because of my boots. I mean, my cloak. So that is a 18.
18. Okay. So you crouch down, but it is storming. So okay. So you hope that you're crouched down. You drop one level on a balcony on like a secondary terrace, and you kind of crouch down beneath perhaps a stone gargoyle or something. You hope that Sadris won't be able to see you all if you're able to hide. So Velius, it is your turn.
All right. I will reach out my hand to either you or Glitch or
Glitch,
whoever wants to
Glitch
grab it.
doesn't get back out. And I'm holding the hut in case we need.
All right. Whoever
to get
grabs my
back in
hand,
line.
I will blip in with them to
Okay.
the pinpoint as close as I can.
Glitch goes. Glitch. Okay, Glitch. All right. Glitch looks at you and he says, "Let's go, Daddy."
Put on your...
I'll inspire the two of you before you leave.
Okay.
All right.
Once we saw the dragon, I'd inspire you.
Okay. So you guys
Mark off.
go ahead and make me an intelligence check with advantage because of Gilly helping you. See how close you get.
Nat 20.
Ah, I was gonna have fun. If you appear on a balcony, hey balcony. But so as you begin to dart away and you drop a terrace, you see Glitch and Silvelius appear. That is your action.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'll be like, I say, it is me. Get them out of here.
So actually, point of order inside this storm, you are both deafened. You can't hear each other.
Oh.
All right.
So the storm continues, lightning cracking.
Quick question, clarification.
Yes.
So, on the blade, How do I regain charges? Because there are 3 charges on it, but it doesn't say when I get them back.
It's 1 for each of those spells and at dawn. I didn't put at dawn on there.
I don't think
it's
so.
just, long rest / at dawn.
Perfect.
Yeah. So you have all 3 charges.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All
So yeah, you have the Blade of the Vizier.
That's right. That's right.
The sweet ass blade, yo.
All right.
Oh, so you have your free attack from Dimension Door.
I do.
Yeah.
All right. So if I'm close enough to Rendell out,
It can happen at any time.
Yeah. I'll attack with my free
so
attack then.
you land. You actually teleport in front of Rendell.
Uh-huh.
You look at him. And
A declare knockout. That'll probably mess with...
the Blade of the Vizier doesn't allow you to die.
Welcome to my hell. I'm not attacking him.
15 to hit.
15 just misses.
Yeah,
His
I
AC
rolled a
is
7.
16. His AC is 16.
That's fine.
All right.
I got this.
Oh, you have advantage on all intelligence checks, so I didn't even...
I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Is that from your
That's
blade?
your
Is that from
action?
your
Is there anything else you'd like to do on bonus action?
Let me double check this spell,
The
but I
blade is
don't
pretty
think it's
sweet.
a bonus
Pretty
action.
sweet.
Okay.
It is not, so...
I wasn't sure if you wanted to Misty Step or anything. Okay.
No.
Son of Storm's turn. The Son of Storms looks at that Sevilius has arrived, and the Son of Storms is going to maintain... Well, yes?
I'll do like a motion, like, stay where you are, almost, or hold.
Son of Storms is going to just... he's going to use his first action to... He's going to maintain the grapple, but he's going to stop... he's going to maintain the muffle with 1 action. And continue to crush him. That's right, okay. I can play this character. He does continue to muffle. God, these... the muffle damage is so good. Like, so many 5s, 6s, and 4s. 24, 29 points of damage.
Justice totally would have been okay by himself.
Yeah, that would have been a choice.
Ooh.
101. 111. Here's an 8, too. You can see Rendell is looking rough. And then with the second action, the Son of Storms is going to continue. That's right. That's why he's muffling, because muffling does more damage. Yeah, I know how to play this character. I built him. 4, 8, 11. So more damage. 12. 17. Rendell's still up. So as the Son of Storms has this little slippery little shit in his grass, he just continues to kind of crush him and push down on him, and attempts to keep him silent, and looks up in the sky, and his eyes kind of go wide as a silver dragon flies over the balcony. I need everyone that is not Selena or Gilly to make a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20.
You make it.
17.
17. You are frightened of Tissadris. Son of Storms. I should teleport it. Son of Storms does make it. You are frightened of Tissadris as her frightful presence as she releases a roar that even across this storm you can kind of hear, but it doesn't even require you to hear her roar. It's just her massive, huge-sized adult form as she lands on the balcony.
Is Glitch immune to fear?
He is.
Okay.
I think so. I'll roll for him anyway.
I figured he probably.
He's good anyway.
Okay.
So she lands on the balcony, and she's going to position herself in a southward direction. And I need you, Glitch, and the Son of Storms to make Constitution saving throws. So,
What about Rendell?
Glitch. Nope.
Damn. Hoping she would knock him out for us.
12.
You are paralyzed.
Oh shit.
Son of Storms makes it. Glitch makes it. All right then. Or no, Glitch does not make it.
Wait, no.
Yeah, Glitch is paralyzed. Glitch locks up.
Oh shite.
Yep, that is her turn.
Oh, no.
Selena,
Here's my plan.
with your 80 feet of movement, you're able to arrive above the balcony. You can see this silver dragon emit this blast of silver energy that paralyzes several of your allies. What do you do?
That's fun. I'm gonna drop on the balcony above them.
Okay.
Making sure there's aren't already guards on that balcony before I step.
Yeah, this is the highest balcony. He was on the lower balcony. Yeah.
Oh, got it. Yeah, then sure, I'll be on that balcony, and then as a bonus action, drop, be an eagle, and call lightning.
Okay. What level?
Just regular level. 3rd level, please.
3rd, 4d10. Who are you targeting it towards?
She's a coward. I'm gonna try to scare her.
Okay.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. A dexterity.
Yeah. Oh, I know. 15.
She doesn't make it.
Okay.
Yeah, dex 17. Okay. So that's 40-10 on a failed save. And then were there other problems? I don't think there are other effects. Okay. 7, 6, 2, and 4. So 19 points of lightning damage.
19. Okay. 19 points onto Sadris.
Oh, you and Glitch were both inspired. Just to remind you.
It wouldn't have helped Glitch,
Okay.
unfortunately.
I rolled my inspiration.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's how I even got 17.
So the lightning strikes down in this tumultuous storm, and the dragon rears just a touch.
Perfect. I think that's everything I've got.
Alrighty.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Well, at least you can lesser restoration then? I don't know. Oh my God.
Sadris
Oh my God.
is not
I
going
don't
to
have
do.
lesser.
Oh shit.
Sadris is actually going to use all 3 of her legendary actions.
Well, this took a turn.
Yep.
Yep. All 3 of her legendary actions. No. She's going to. Yeah. She is going to use all 3 of her legendary actions to cast a spell at the Son of Storms. However, Glitch is paralyzed.
So am I.
Can't counterspell.
Yep.
Son of Storms is going to make a Wisdom saving throw.
How close is she to Justice?
Far away.
Yeah.
He's on the secondary balcony. I don't know. So the Son of Storms is going to make a Wisdom saving throw. Where are you, Sonny? Oh yeah, he's an ally. So I don't know why. Oh, but this is actually kind of funny.
He's your ally, at least.
That's right. He's the ally, the only person I care about. He fails. However, God, this is funny. He's going to use a legendary resistance to
yes.
automatically save. I now have to track 2 trackers. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Son of Storm.
You got a brown marker too.
Yeah.
So
2, 3, 1, and then hers will be 1, 2.
Listen, I'm not in combat. If you want me to help you track anything, let me know.
I got it. I just need to, but thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot going on over there.
It's fine. It just takes an extra second here or there. Just trying to keep it going. So that is all 3 of her legendary actions at the end of your turn. At the top of the initiative, Rendell Halfmoon is going to go. Rendell Halfmoon is going to use his action to attempt to escape the horrible muffling that he is under. Cannot roll worth a shit to save his life, but it's a contested roll. Okay. Nope. Yeah, that advantage from raging. So the Son of Storms is just like, "Argh!" and like gaping, and Rendell Halfmoon is moving around and trying to fight off.
How long does it take for him to suffocate? Jesus.
He's got a couple minutes, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah.
It is Glitch's turn. Oh, Glitch has to, at the end of his turn, make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, Glitch.
Still got inspiration.
He does. Oh, that's cocked. What's your inspiration die?
D8.
Fortune favors the bolt. Yeah, and he rolls 6. No.
Damn it.
So you see him trying to fight it, and he's still paralyzed.
Shit, this is so bad.
Justice, it's your turn.
Oh no.
Oh, and the Son of Storms is going to fly, since I forgot on his turn. He is going to start to fly away.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm going to let me check. I'm going to fling a dagger at her and try to get her attention.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw my dagger at her. I don't have advantage or anything.
No. So glad we could roll into a nice lighthearted episode.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Civilius, you were not paralyzed, were you? Or were you paralyzed?
No, I am super paralyzed.
Okay. So advantage doesn't count from her being adjacent to an ally, then, or does it? She threatened by an ally?
It still counts technically.
Okay, so I could do a sneak attack. Well, with a 9 on the dice, 18 to hit.
Misses.
Alrighty, that's first attack. Second attack,
She isn't as big as Angela Crane.
a 20.
Excuse me, Duplo.
20 to hit.
20 hits. Yeah, that's what she needs to do.
Okay, that is 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage.
And then I'm going to use my movement to I guess, how far off the ground are we?
How far off the ground?
Yeah.
When you say we, what do you mean?
Like how
As
far?
far as far? Oh, like ground isn't like the actual proper grounds. God, 100 feet.
Okay, that's pretty far.
Yeah.
I'm trying to draw her away by so I attacked her a couple
Understood.
times and
So
I'm moving away from her.
Skids across her armor.
Yeah.
And she does take a little bit of damage.
Yep. And I will use some of my movement to move kind of diagonally away from where the Son of Storms is flying to.
Okay,
Like
trying to give her a
lure
choice.
Yeah.
Okay, is that your turn?
Sure.
So Vilius, it's your turn. At the end of your turn, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nope.
Wow.
2 on the dice.
No.
Here we go.
You are paralyzed.
Do I save against the frightened? Or is that just end?
Oh, go ahead and make a Wisdom saving throw.
I can't bring anyone with me with teleports.
Okay, my
Unfortunately.
wisdom's pretty good. 15. No. Yeah.
Oh boy.
7 on the dice. 2 and a 7.
Oh,
Good.
This took a turn.
times.
Son of Storms.
What is happening?
Well, trying to
Oh my
kidnap a
God.
duke is not easy. The
Right.
reason they are, it's no one just is like, you know what? Tonight
gonna
I'm
kidnap
gonna.
a duke
Yeah,
tonight,
exactly. They're well protected.
This was
Which actually
almost
reminds
going
me.
so well.
It did all the way to the point of me forgetting to teleport.
2.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't
3,
have lesser
4.
restoration, but I have freedom of movement.
So at initiative count 20,
we
we'll
go.
say. The guards.
Oh Christ Almighty! All right.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
This is how it works.
So you see on the hallway
This is fun.
6 guards. No, 4. I rolled 4. 4 glittering knights come and they all start to draw their heavy crossbows and point. That was
This is going.
Really?
Vilius' turn. Son of Storms. Son of Storms is going to keep muffling Rendell. And does hit. Need to check for a natural 20.
I didn't want to stab Brindle because I didn't want to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Should have stabbed him. Maybe.
6,
Why?
3, 4,
Would
5,
have gotten his HP down.
10.
Could have killed him.
He's going to muffle him with a second attack.
He's got too much HP.
We'll be fine.
Not
guys.
even-
Just-
Rendell's still up. He took some damage.
Wow.
He's not. Yeah, the dukes and duchesses
No, I
of this world are not to be fucked with.
I believe that. I know that. But my goodness.
He's actually one of the weaker ones.
Yeah. Jeez.
So he's muffling, and you can see actually for a moment when he attempts to crush him that second time, his hand slips, and Rendell kind of starts to wiggle loose a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Son of Storms is going to fly further away from where you are. You are going, I'm going to say, in a northeasterly direction.
Sure.
Son of Storms is going in a southeasterly. You guys are going like this away from the keep. You're both headed east.
Okay.
That is the turn. Cisadris' turn. She is just going to fly straight up to the Duke. Put her massive claw on the Duke and cast Dimension Door. And you see her and the Duke.
Oh, fuck me.
500 feet away.
Oh!
Yep.
Can we see them?
You'll try on your turn. Selena.
This is so not
Freedom of
good.
movement on glitch.
Fuck's sake, good.
You're a lifesaver.
Oh, good.
And then who else is around? How far are the guards from me?
60 feet.
60 feet. And then there's no other baddies right next to where I am.
No.
Then one more thing. So I can't see the overlay. Does anyone need healing immediately?
No.
We good?
No one's actually
Okay.
taking much damage.
Okay. Then that's
Which is nice, because it's not a fight about killing. It's a
So
fight
I'm gonna
about...
make sure
Yeah.
I'm out of the way of the crossbows.
Okay.
So
Sure,
if
I
I'm
can go.
standing in front of glass and
Yeah.
there's like brick next
So you
to
back
me,
up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to get out of the glass so that it has to go through like a full wall
Okay.
before I get stab murdered.
Understood. So we'll say you're 90 feet away from them now.
Perfect. And that's what I've got.
Cool.
I'm maintaining concentration on Call Lightning.
Alrighty. That is... Oh, that's interesting. At the end of your turn, Sadris is going to use 3 of her legendary actions to... And you guys don't know this, but I'm declaring it so the stream knows. Cast some spell. The 3 legendary actions cast some spell.
And she
Oh,
didn't move
no.
your direction. She moved
No one knows yet. What's
Yeah,
your passive
We don't-
perception?
I don't know.
18.
But with the storm, a -5.
But the storm, I mean.
But you know
it
what?
doesn't-
You're a druid. I'll say, for these purposes, you hear him west. You hear like a rumble of a large dragon landing west.
Okay, so if I had heard that, I would have touched everyone with all the hands and pointed that direction.
Okay, so you point west. Top of the turn, Rendell, Half Moon is going to cast a spell and move. Glitch, however, is going to look at Sovelius and he says, "Hey, well, you're paralyzed, aren't you?"
I am.
He doesn't have anything for that.
I can fix him next. I can only do so much.
Glitch is going to use his Salient ability to detect life. So you see Glitch's eyes turn a brilliant swirling blue. I can see them. I can see him. And he grabs onto Sovelius, waiting for Selena. Glitch, the guards. The guards are going to attack the Son of Storms. Miss. Miss. Because they get a -5 because the terrain doesn't affect the Son of Storms. They fire 4 bolts
I fixed it.
with these heavy crossbows, and they all fly, whiz
Although
by.
she-
Because actually, because of the strong winds, the bolts just fly away, and you see the guards all drop their bolts, heavy crossbows, and pull out their swords.
I would have done that earlier. I didn't realize it was.
Justice, it's your turn.
Shit goes to hell in a handbasket.
You know they're at least 500 feet away.
Yeah, and did I see the whole west pointing?
You did.
I'm going to use my full movement head the direction that she declared.
Okay, so is it 50 or 45?
50, then I can bonus action.
So
dash.
150 feet.
Yeah.
All right.
So start making my way that direction.
Okay. Did you want to use haste or anything?
Yes, sure. 300 feet.
Okay. 200 because
Sure.
action
Oh.
to cast. Oh no.
Yeah.
300. Yeah.
Yeah, 300.
So you go 300 feet that way. Justice, Sovelius, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw and then a Wisdom saving throw.
19 on the dice for the con saving throw, so
you
plus
make it.
5 for 24. And then an 8 on the wisdom.
You are still frightened, but you are no longer paralyzed, and that is your turn. The Son of Storms is going to fly westward. He gets 150 feet because he can use his aggressive. To Sadris' turn. He's going to cast a spell on Rendell. We'll do this way.
Power of kill? You failed me for the last time.
29.
Okay, that was really good.
Healing him like completely.
I rolled almost all
That was
8s
so
on a 5th level Cure Wounds.
Jesus, Matthew.
Yep, well, here we are.
1038. We got.
Let me roll for you. I like to roll ones on
42.
Gilly's just over in the hut.
heals. With Alric.
Yeah.
88.
Alric probably not in the hut in case
He's looking a lot
of
better.
things, but
Sucks. So fucking mad.
Selena.
Okay, so You are still frightened, which is technically considered a charm effect, right?
No, it's a frightened effect.
It's free.
Okay.
Fear.
So, Greater Restoration wouldn't do anything on that, correct?
I would let it. Fine. That's fine by me. Freedom of movement would maybe no, it doesn't really hinder movement. I would let's say Greater Restoration works for now.
Yeah, because freedom of movement allows you to not be paralyzed, and that lasts for an hour, no concentration. So that was fine. But you're not paralyzed anymore.
Mm-mm.
You're now frightened of everything. Which, would I even know that?
Well, just of the Sadras. I don't know.
It's a dragon. Dragons tend to have fear effects. It's a thing that we would have experienced before.
Sure. Then if I think that Greater Restoration will take care of it, I will touch him and give him Greater Resto.
Okay.
And then no one still needs healing, so no bonus things. And then Christ. Call Lightning is still only 120 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Blast the guards.
Wait,
You could.
Never mind.
So I'm gonna leave concentration on. No, I use my action for Greater Restoration.
I have a quick
I'm
question.
good.
Does your feet work with that spell?
It's not. You're
Like,
not there.
my
It's not
feet?
your job.
No. Your feet. That
what
doubles the length of your spells.
It's only attack-based spells.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was. Never mind.
Yeah. So I will. I no bonus action, so that's everything.
Okay. Do you move? I didn't catch that.
So I'm still staying behind the wall, so that depending on how big this balcony is, I'm still moving
It's huge.
away from the guards, and depending on what happens next, I'm waiting to turn back into an eagle to fly away.
Okay.
It's a full action, it's not a bonus action, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is your turn. Rendell Halfmoon's turn. They're going to move somewhere and hide. Okay. On Glitch's turn, he grabs you and dimension doors right next to Rendell Halfmoon, since he can detect light. Yes! And right next to Tassadris.
Perfect.
Who you're no longer frightened
You
of.
land on the westerly side of the castle on a third lower balcony beneath the other two, Tassadris, and when they do, so he has to, and then so you both appear right next to him. He's like, "Oh, yeah, there's a dragon." And with his bonus action, he's gonna be like, "Oh, Pritzy, you so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Pritzy.
Yeah.
Hey, Pritzy." It's gonna give you a D8 inspiration.
Perfect.
The guards, on the guards' turn, they are going to, with their swords, start to move west. Justice, it is your turn.
I'm going to use my my movement and my bonus action to keep moving. I believe that would put me. My speed is doubled.
You have to find out where they are. Go and roll perception.
Okay.
It's a
Natural 1.
You do fly 600 more feet or whatever, and then you would use your action to do perception. If you had any hopes of finding them, you look around and you're not sure where they are.
Okay.
But you are in their vicinity. That's your turn, yeah?
That's my turn. Yep.
So Vilius, you are in front of the Duke, who is looking a little better, and a adult silver dragon.
Alright. Go into Blade Song.
Okay. Do you say anything to him?
We've
Not that
seen
he can
two
hear
of
you,
your
but-
kind tonight.
No, because it's loud.
I would say under the balcony, you can hear a little bit better. Like under a balcony. Under two balconies tucked in next to the wall.
It's time you step down. And then I will, let's see, so bonus action, I will just do Booming Blade on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
19 on the dice.
Whoa.
That will hit.
Okay.
What was the total? Oh no, never mind. You're good. You're fine.
26.
He doesn't have his armor.
Yeah. Okay. So hold on, because my dice have changed. So 2 for Booming Blade, 1 for the damage, and then another D8 for the attack.
So she dimension toured him to another place at the castle. Wow. That's not what I was expecting, but okay.
It's where all the guards are.
Right, but
18
feet.
points of piercing, and I think the blade is force.
It is.
Piercing,
She's not
piercing,
resistant
force,
to
and
any.
thunder. Well, against Rendell.
Oh, yeah. that's right. How much was it?
18.
Thank you. He takes all the damage.
Perfect. And then he's wreathed in booming energy.
Okay. That is your action. Is there anything else you'd like to do? That's
Nope,
everything.
that's
yeah?
my action bonus, and I guess I don't have...
Sunstorm's going to keep flying 150 more feet. Tissatrus looks at you. Needs to see if she recharged.
Does what Glitch did count as a teleport spell?
It's when you use the ability to teleport. Yeah. Not when you're teleported. But it works on like things like Far Step with subsequent non-casts. So
Exactly.
this is interesting. This is an interesting little spell list I created.
Yeah.
So with her bonus action, she's going to
I bet it is.
cast a spell on... No, she's not. Because she knows that won't work. Ooh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. She is going to attempt to cast a spell on her and... on her and Rendell.
Counter spell.
Go ahead and roll it. It is a 7th
Third level.
You know what spell this is. This is
That is cocked.
This is teleport. You have advantage because of the blade of the vizier.
Yep. Okay, I'm glad I have advantage because that was a 1 on the... Yep, nope. 1 and a 5.
You have inspiration from the Lich.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
The
gonna
5's
help.
not... I wouldn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Shit.
that's way too low for a 7th level spell.
You'd have to get a 7, I think.
Yeah.
Glitch counter spells.
Nice.
12 on the die, plus the plus 2 from being bardic. So that is what he gets a little bit over actually. Glitch. You're not going anywhere.
That's my demon.
And she cannot.
My demon
counterspell
bae.
this counter.
Where do you think you're going, Riddle?
Yeah. That is Tissatrus' turn. Selena.
Ooh,
That's my
okay.
demon.
So, all right. So everyone else has disappeared to the other side of the castle.
Yep.
Okay. Who else is left on this side of the balcony with me? Is it just me?
Even the guards are gone. It's just you.
It's just raining out.
Oh, no. Just you in the storm. Oh, no. Why is this?
It's a dragon.
Wasn't my choice.
The gods have abandoned you too.
Everyone left me here.
Where was the storm?
Is it dragon?
He's flying.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's absolutely
Jeez.
flying.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
He'll be there.
So, and I don't have,
Next.
well, that would have been
He's gone 300 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah. you
Yeah.
got 2 more rounds.
Okay.
Dimension Door's a crazy spell.
Yeah.
That's why Scanlan always had it. This is insane.
So,
Good. I'm so fucking mad. It's fun.
so I'm gonna go ahead and wild shape into a giant eagle again.
Okay.
Because I can do that twice versus the dragon, which I can only do once.
Yeah.
And then fly my ass around the building after everyone else.
Okay, you advance 80 feet towards the thing. Keep track of that. That's your turn?
Yep.
Rendell's turn.
Come on, you little piece of shit.
Run away.
He's going to look at you and be like, okay then. And he's going to cast a spell at you.
Alright, I use my reaction to counterspell, so...
Okay. It fizzles.
Well, no, I use my reaction
Oh.
to counterspell the dagger,
Yeah.
so it does not fizzle.
Oh, why am I rolling? Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Is it a charm effect?
It is an advantage because you are fighting him.
Oh, I can't look.
8. So that would be 14.
Wait,
You have the inspiration.
You have inspiration.
Yeah.
I do.
You do.
Plus X, so 20 total.
You are good.
Thank the gods.
You can feel these charms. He looks at you.
Ooh.
He's like, I've actually always
Ooh.
rather liked you and that whole blade of the vizier thing. Big fan. And he casts charm person
Yep,
on
I
you.
knew it. Fucking knew it.
And you can just feel this kind of your
it's
head.
only when they successfully charm me.
Yes. And he's got things now.
Oh boy.
I can't believe I forgot you had the blade. Like,
Oh boy.
I knew it, but you know what I
But
mean.
like
Yeah.
didn't fully
Yeah.
settle in. Like
Yeah.
It's not part of your
Yeah.
reality yet.
Yeah.
Right,
So-
right.
He just looks at you and he's like, "Aw," and he's going to use his bonus action to not do a damn thing actually, because he's going to stay by his dragon. Actually, you can use his bonus action to disengage, and you see him mount to Sadrus.
Boom.
Shit.
Yes, roll the damage.
Boom.
Boom.
As
Shakalaka.
17 points of thunder damage. Boom.
All right,
Actually,
he's
glad I
getting
looked
back
at
to
that.
where they had him. He's like, oh, forgot about that one. I know that spell. And he climbs up and from his mounted position. He's a piece of shit. What can I say? He eyes you as he now mounts this adult dragon.
In public? I mean, seriously. Is this the time for something like this?
Glitch is going to look at you. Look over at Sadris. Look over at Rendell. He's going to cast a spell. He looks around to make sure that you are all over here on this balcony and there's no one else watching. And Rendell Halfmoon has to make a Constitution saving throw. Does not make it. However, Sadris will attempt to counterspell, gets a 4 on the die. And you see Glitch cast Blight.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Get him, Glitch.
They're just gonna have a puddle for a rider.
Do I have any other
Get him
D6?
back.
No, roll
Do you
two
need
more.
more D6? I have a whole pile of
It's
them.
D8s, I got it. Oh, not the greatest rolls there, Glitch.
Aw,
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
buddy.
That's decidedly below average.
20, but 30 points of blight damage.
See, plant.
Shut the fuck up. 153.
Could be
And he's gonna look at you again, and Sylvius, he goes, no one around to care, neither one prepared. Prince Sylvius and me. Get an inspiration.
Thank you.
I actually, what's funny, I only feel comfortable seeing you on stream with an Irish accent. Isn't that
Which
weird?
is great.
Yeah.
It's also how you rapped.
Yeah. Pull up in the monster. Good old Perkins. Glitch, I'm actually having too much fun. I have to become adversarial and make everyone uncomfortable. The guards are going to use their action to dash and bonus actions to Misty Step. They're all starting to pile around.
Do you guys have enough dimension doors to get out? Like, I'm trying to do the math over here. Like, I have all the numbers around me.
Welcome to my
I'm
room.
good. I can get us out.
Justice, it's your turn. Rendell Halfmoon is looking very hurt after that blight.
I'm gonna have to look for them, I guess. Am I hearing
Yeah.
these spells and stuff going on?
Oh, you know what? So after the... You're like, they're down there. You know the general direction, even though you are deaf, technically.
Alright. I'm gonna soar down there as quickly as I can.
So you land... So it would be a visual. You look down and you're able to see the...
Like, there's
spells
blasts,
blasting.
yeah.
So you fly down.
He's on top of her.
Yeah.
Can I get there with a move action? With my...
Yeah, you have 100 feet of movement.
Okay.
Yeah. So you...
I'm gonna
land.
try to grab him off of her back.
Okay.
Because I
Grapple?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's athletics based for assaulting them with a grapple. Or do you want to stun him off?
I can't stun him.
Oh.
I'm gonna... Oh, I can't kill him. Fuck nuggets.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna land... I guess I'm gonna land and with my...
I didn't mean to dissuade you. You can try to grapple him.
Sure, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Maybe I'll roll one.
Yeah.
Halfling luck, so if he rolls a 1.
Do you have any concentration
hope for
spells
two.
going right now?
Yeah.
You do. What is it?
Alter self.
Oh, actually, haste.
Oh, haste. You're right. You're right. Haste.
You're good. Never mind them. I was going to suggest a strategy. Okay, go ahead and roll athletics.
17.
He's 16 on the die here. Yeah, he's got plus 14
Damn.
on
What?
acrobatics.
Oh, on acrobatics.
Yeah,
Dexterity.
expertise.
Yeah,
I get 2?
you do.
He's gonna make it, though.
He might not. He might roll a 2.
Go ahead and roll. But, yeah.
2.
Oh, you
called
rolled a
it.
2. I said
Alright.
he might.
So, as you go, he is incredibly slippery. He just kind of dodges you, and he just smiles. He's like, "Can I help you with something?"
I do realize I'm hasted.
You
that means
are.
I get an extra attack.
Okay.
One more.
Okay.
Roll a 2. Piece of shit.
No.
So you
Damn.
did it roll well?
Yeah, I mean, you can...
14.
No.
Yeah.
So you...
Damn.
He's just like,
Damn.
oh, yeah. He's like, are you looking for my pocket change?
All right. And then
You can hear it.
I'm going to remain adjacent to him.
Okay.
Yep, good.
Yeah.
This
And
is coming
her
down to
then,
the
too.
wire. Justice, Sevilius, it's your turn.
Alright. If this is down to the wire, then I will... if Glitch is close to me, I will skirt so I am 10 feet away from all my allies. So skirt around the edge of this address. And then I will steal Windstrike, which is a teleportation spell.
Yes.
Oh.
So it only is actually one teleport, so it's just one
Correct.
weapon attack.
I choose to leave a devastation in my wake.
Yes.
So the first thing that happened is 5d6.
Yes. They make con saves on
I
Devastating Wake.
believe so.
Rendell does not make it. Tissadris does make it. Let me double check.
Yeah, let me double check its con here.
I'm just being crushed under the weight of my
Yes,
feelings.
con saving throw.
Yeah, she got a 22. Randall rolled a 3 on the die. So.
This is amazing.
Now I roll 3. Is it half damage on?
No. It's
Okay.
all or nothing. So she's fine, but he is fucked.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 17 points of thunder damage. Or force damage, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Force damage.
Yes.
And then Steel Wind Strike takes effect.
Yes.
I guess I could have killed him in the wake of his red.
So I'll go against the address first.
So you've also... You guys haven't talked about it in a game, but resurrections have changed recently.
25 to hit this address.
You hit.
Okay.
She can't even shield that.
Should I roll damage separately or all together for? Well, it's separately.
It's
Okay.
separately for Steel Wind Strike. I was wrong. I
Oh,
have my
it is?
fourth
Okay.
mindset.
Perfect. So that is 60, 10.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have 60, 10. 1, 2.
You want some of your D6s or your D10s back?
No, I got
I've
it.
got plenty of D10s
I
right
actually
here, by
do
the way.
have 60 tons.
Okay, I was gonna
Okay.
say I've got 5 sitting here.
Yeah, I've got
I don't
60.
use them for anything, but I have them. They look pretty. They're so pretty. What pretties?
Ooh, ooh.
41 points of force.
On Tissadris?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Rindle Half Moon, unconscious, or trying to knock out instead of kill.
Okay.
I don't
It's a melee spell attack, I guess. It's possible.
Yeah. So 18 to hit.
That hits. He's only got an
Alright.
AC of 16. 10 plus dex.
I don't kill. That's a lot of dice.
Wow.
That is a lot of high
This
numbers.
is so fucking dope. This is how he does it.
19, 22,
That's pretty funny.
32, 40 points of force damage.
Not deadly, but how do you want to do this?
I want to just like hit this address and then up top and then clock him with the pommel, and then I will flip the blade around and take my second melee attack against the back of this address
Yes.
to try to
So,
center.
to narrate the mechanics, whenever he teleports with the Blade of the Vizier, whenever he uses a spell which allows him to teleport, whether it's a casting or a subsequent allowance of that, such as a far step, he is allowed to make one melee attack as part of that casting or use of that ability.
At advantage.
Yes. At advantage. Devastating Wake is once per rest or whatever. When he teleports, he can release a blast of force energy as part of teleporting. When he, from the spot he leaves, doing 5d6 force damage.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you weren't finished with your attacks. Did you just roll one more?
I did.
You
So
did,
at
it was
advantage.
good.
25 to hit.
That hits.
Yep.
Yeah.
He gains advantage after teleporting with his attacks until the start of his next turn. Or no, just that attack has an
Just
advantage.
that attack.
But until
yeah.
the start of his next turn, attacks against him have disadvantage.
Correct.
As if he
So
was
it's
a
like having
displacer
a
beast.
displacer cloak. Pretty hot.
It's called Displacer Beast Kata.
So that would be 16 to hit. Or 16 total.
Damage?
Damage. Sorry, 16 piercing and force.
Yeah, because you rolled like 25 to hit.
Yeah. A lot of dice.
Jeez.
So that is your action.
Yep.
It was one away from
So,
being successful.
and you stop and end stabbing Tissadris in like the kidney through her muscle and sinew and silver armor.
All right.
Rendell Halfman is unconscious.
Glitch, get him out of there.
Yeah, and I will. That is my turn. I don't have a bonus action to use.
Son of Storm's turn. 300 more feet or 150 more feet. He's almost there. To Sadris's turn.
No. Why does she have to go next?
Because initiative. She's going to... Oh, 1 second. I have to check a spell that she cast on him.
I cast a spell on you.
Rendell, actually, so this would have mattered. Rendell drops to 0, comes up to 1 hit point when the death ward around him activates.
There it is.
So he's still at 1 hit point.
Oh,
Did you want to make his? Yes.
I would have made my second attack.
So
So,
then
25 to hit him.
Yeah,
With
then he goes
17.
unconscious. Okay. So the death ward goes down.
down.
So you're like, whack! And then whack! And then you disappear. And he's like, whoa, comes back up like one of those annoying clowns. I'm doing all right. Blam! Pommel strike. And you, and behind him, so.
I'm doing all right. Piece of shit.
75.
I hit him right in his teeth, so he can't like sag his teeth. I try to break his teeth.
Oh god.
Anymore.
Suck on those teeth.
Yeah.
To Sadris's turn. To Sadris is going to cast a spell. You know this spell. It's Cure Wounds.
Counter spell.
Go and roll it because she's casting it at 5th level.
Alright.
She provokes an attack of opportunity.
She does.
Which I think...
I'm sorry, she's not casting Cure Wounds. She's casting Dimension Door. My bad.
11 on the dice plus 5.
You rolled with advantages.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not with advantage. That's right. It is an intelligence.
Blade of the
check,
Vizier
isn't
gives
it
him
now?
advantage.
Oh,
Nat
natural
20.
20. Oh,
Blade of the
buddy.
Vizier gives him advantage on all intelligence
That's
checks
right.
and intelligence saving throws.
So
Yeah.
what I've noticed is you hit that level 10, level 11-ish area, and then like shit just gets complicated.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I missed on my...
Because
So
like
good.
you now have a Blade of Vizier.
Yeah,
and
it's
a
also the first time
spine
I've
and-
used it, so there's like
I'm
extra
enjoying
stuff in here.
To Sadris, spell is Counterspell. That is her action. Their bonus action, she's going to cast another spell of 2nd level. Glitch is going to counterspell it.
Alright.
What'd you roll to hit?
I missed.
Okay.
Rolled a 4.
Selena,
Not dice.
Yeah.
80 more feet, 160 more feet, you're 240 feet. There.
Okay, and how?
You got
much?
260 more to go.
Oh, Christ.
Yep. Dimension,
Dimension
door.
door!
That's your turn.
Mmm. Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go this route.
Yeah, so it's Rendell Halfman's turn. At the top of Rendell Halfman's turn, he's going to make a death saving throw.
Well, at least he can't roll a 1, so.
Oh well, the second one would stick. You only get to reroll it once.
Right,
Yeah.
but I mean.
The chance 1 in 400, right?
Can you still die when you're unconscious like that?
What do you mean?
I thought it was knockout blow. It's not like
Yeah.
killing blow. I didn't know if
He
it's like just
declared
unconscious.
knockout. Is that.
Yeah, but they're still unconscious. I think so. I'll have to look
I think
later.
it's-
He's fine
yeah.
anyway.
Okay.
Glitch's turn. Glitch grabs Rendell Halfman. He's like, "Can you get out?"
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
And
boy.
he's going to cast Dimension Door. It is his turn. Sadris is going to attempt to counterspell.
He can't counterspell.
No,
Or-
you can't. Yeah, no, that's not how we do it.
I very used
So
one.
he goes to teleport away, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And then he just kind of grabs Rendell and starts to move away. And gets 15 feet away from Tessadris.
Shit.
Will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Well, she used her counter spell. She
Yeah,
doesn't
you're
have her
right.
action.
Guards turn. The guards. Justice, it's your turn.
I will move up to Glitch, because
Yeah.
I'm guessing he doesn't have any... Does he have any dimension doors? Do you have any dimension doors left?
Oh, I got one more.
Okay, if you fail, I can move him very quickly.
Take him.
I grab him by the scruff, that little fucking bastard, and I move at half, because 300 feet, so 150 feet away.
So if you move away from Sadris, you will provoke.
just-
She's used your reaction.
Exactly.
I just got covered.
Exactly.
So you fly away. You move at half speed.
So it's
You will
150 feet.
So 150 feet away. Sevelius, it's your turn.
Oh god, you ran away.
But she can't counterspell.
Okay. But I was going, yeah.
You can grab Glitch and get out.
Oh, hey, you're not
Sorry.
there.
Sorry.
That's not touch.
Yeah, but it's also 10-foot range. Yeah, it's.
Oh, I thought it was creatures you can see.
It says range area 10 feet. So and up to 8 creatures of your choice that you can see within range.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah. So I don't think I could catch up to... Like, I could get me and Glitch out of there, or anyone else close to me.
Well, you just moved 150 feet closer to me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you heading west or east?
West
West is like away from more away from everything. East is
out of the ground. So
Okay,
whichever way is
west.
out. And
Alright, so
because
she's-
and I have 2 actions, right? 2 standard actions. One that I can use to do.
yeah.
With the other one that I'm not using, I use my gauntlets and I do a mirror image. So now there's a bunch of me running.
Okay.
So in case I get attacked.
So I will grab Glitch and then say, like,
No.
it's time to leave. And then I will try to dimension door back to where Gilly is.
Okay. With Glitch,
Yes.
you both appear. Son of Storms finally gets there.
I'm running. I'm full of.
He's like, he looks over at you. He's like,
What's he?
he's like, you got this, right?
Yeah, sure.
And he goes like this, and just there's a thunder step. You see him 90 feet away, and he flies another 50 feet.
You got this.
To Sadris's turn.
I believe in you just.
Sadris.
Buddy.
Actually, no. Yeah, the Son of Storms would fly up next to you, so he gets up next to you with his movement.
Thank God.
Fuck, this is crazy. So Tissadris looks up at you and is going to fly up to you. She moves with 80 feet first. And then,
This is wild.
this is really, I love this.
This is insane.
I was actually feeling bad the other day. I was like, my encounters aren't dynamic
No,
enough.
this is
This is-
insane.
Hey, thanks, Krista,
This is
for the
wild.
benefit.
Thank you.
We need them.
I hope everyone's having a good time. This is a bit wild. I think I find
Every
these kind of
bit
things
decreases the Thaddeus' speed by.
Current
Motherfucker.
objective: survive.
She is a bard.
Of course she is.
I haven't seen her sing yet.
She doesn't have it though.
We all saw her sing.
I'm at least 70 feet away.
Oh, she has to see if she recharged.
I'm at least 70 feet
No.
away.
Say Matthew, say as her.
No, she cannot recharge her breath.
Good. Good.
She looks down. She looks up at you, and you can see she has no issue seeing through the storm.
Right.
And she just booms towards you and is now adjacent to you. She uses her action to dash. Selena,
Okay, so they're moving towards me, away from me.
away.
And they're moving away.
Oh,
Alright,
That makes
can
sense
I
in my
see
mind.
them yet?
And then, you can see a silver dragon far off in the distance, next to what you might think is your allies.
I will keep flying my ass that direction. 160 feet. So I'm still 200 feet plus away from them.
All right.
Because they moved 150 feet away. They were 260 before. So
Yeah.
they're still 270. They're 10 feet farther away from me now
Correct.
than they were
With a
Correct.
net loss.
ago.
Correct.
Net loss of 10 feet.
At the end of
Fuck me.
at the end of Selena's turn, she's going to use 3 legendary actions to cast a spell.
Is she chasing me?
Yeah.
Does she provoke?
Yes.
Can I stab her?
Yes. If you can't stun her, though, it's kind of she's
can't.
legendary.
I can't even stun. I'm out of key points.
Might as well still hit her.
Stab her, see what happens.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep my reaction in case
Okay.
it's needed for anything else.
Okay.
You can see her kind of looking around. She's kind of getting worried, it appears to be, and she's going to heal Rendell. So this is at the end of your turn. She's out of 5th levels.
So you guys are 270 feet from me. Fuck.
The Son of Storms couldn't counterspell that, could he?
He can't counterspell God.
There's still 30 feet
So that's
outside of my
all-
Eldritch Blast.
All 3 of her legendary actions, at initiative count 25, Rendell is in your arms, gives you a little wink, and he misty steps onto the dragon.
This is insane!
And
No!
Glitch is gone.
Ah!
Guards move forward. Justice, it's your turn.
fuck it. I'm gonna throw my dagger
Yeah.
at Rendell
Yeah,
fucking
just-
Half.
Yeah.
That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this shit.
Is he close? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Suspense is killing the whole
This
party.
is so wild.
It's a contest. Dimension door is a hell of a spell this time of year.
What's happening? Dimension door?
Yeah.
In what is it? 30?
23 points of damage.
23
Here,
sneak
hang on.
attack. He's unconscious.
So, as like he teleports back onto her, just whip the zip zap dagger into him, and then I'm going to
Do it.
fly over, grab him,
Mm-hmm.
bonus action disengage,
Mhm.
and then fly 200 feet away.
Again, the wrong fucking direction.
Am I flying towards? Yeah.
Away from her. So, as you fly away into Sadris, running very low on resources. Here's what we're gonna do. You are flying. Where are you flying towards? Towards the hut? Just away?
Yeah,
Where are you flying?
sure, the
Because
hut.
Sadris cannot actually keep up with you.
Right,
For the
I-
next minute.
If that's fine, then I will just keep kiting her.
So
away.
you flying towards your friends towards the hut.
Sure.
Barreling down in the shadowy form, the Son of Storms in pursuit as well as Silver Dragon Tissadris flies through the stormy night. You all gathered Selena in the middle of the castle departing. But this helps you because it's like a triangle now, so you're gonna be able to intersect them. You start flying off in that direction. You guys all start to barrel down. You can see guards on the different terraces and positions and.
Are you flying back into my call lightning?
No, this is south. Your
Oh,
call lightning was more east.
Alright.
So as I see them coming for me, I'll prep and ready to spell teleport.
They're a ways away, but yeah.
Okay.
So as they fly
Inside
down
the
and
hut,
barrel
yeah.
down, Tissadris is the looming massive silver dragon. Is literally just like right there. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Oh yeah, she gets it back. So
Shit.
she can't get close enough though.
Okay.
So she.
Because I'm so fast.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw,
Oh, fuck me.
and I need you to do the same.
Okay.
In the hut?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not in the hut
This is
yet.
not an effect. This is their reflexes, their ability to do.
Oh, okay.
20.
17?
You have advantage.
I did. Yeah.
Okay. She doesn't get it. As Tissadris barrels down towards this hut-like figure, she begins to release a paralyzing breath, and your spell goes off.
I'll use my inspiration too, just to make sure I have
Sure.
fun. Yeah.
You cast teleport as everyone starts to reconvene with the unconscious Rendell Halfmoon, the Son of Storms, and everyone huddles around in that hut, and you can see the magic of the hut start to just kind of disappear.
Oh!
As Tissadris' eyes go lightning white. And there's a blade of from the song of the elves from the Blade of the Zir. There's a oh, and where are you teleporting?
Still tower.
Oh!
Wow.
I want to be nowhere near her. And there's cages there.
That's fair!
And there's
Oh no!
There's a mirror! We just stick him in the mirror!
So we just stole the Son of Storms
And the
Rendell
Duke
But we
of
can
the-
get back.
Power move. Power move.
We can easily get back. I can just teleport circle.
So
Oh my
as
God.
the sun, you invoke the power of the Blade of the Zir, allowing you to cast teleport among a couple other spells. You and you appear in the tower of Still Tower, and that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
That's amazing.
She rolled like shit on her deck.
Thank God.
Wow.
Oh, man. And that was a dexterity saving throw, right?
That was a ride.
That makes me. That fucking son of a bitch.
I pretty much kept track of everything. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Wild. That was wild.
She did.
I had no key points for that
And
entire excursion.
like 2 to 3 party members for the whole thing.
Yeah. It's a game of like keep away, but
But
with
we're
a
back in
halfling.
Kathmandu.
Hey!
Still power!
Just like Kelly wanted, so we're close enough.
Might as well make a stop.
Oh, hey, by the way.
We kidnapped it. We committed treason. I may have committed some light treason.
I killed a man with a trident.
We're gonna steal the declaration.
Yeah. Well, we ran a little over. I was gonna say maybe we stick around and do like a Q&A, but it's late.
Ooh, buddy, is it?
Well, folks, that was a crazy session. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed tonight's stream, please follow, subscribe. You need to grow, keep growing, and please tell your friends, be like, hey, there's this great show, Ghost in the Machine, if you like that kind of thing.
Should we raid Corey?
Oh, is Corey up?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it Corey Hickson straight up?
Yeah.
Let's
He's
fucking
streaming
raid the
right
shit
now.
out of him.
Just let's
Guys, Corey Hickson is a friend of the show.
surprise him.
They are the ones. He is a non-binary, masculine non-binary tabletop RPG designer, the creator of. Oh God, I always forget something. Tours Hold. I always forget the adventure he designed. I'm such an idiot. But he's designed great adventure. He's done a Beastmaster revision. Thank you. We're gonna go ahead and raid him and fuck up his day. Go tell him, show him love. I don't know what he's doing, but just love him and them because they are terrific.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. We love
Thank
you.
This is so fun.
Oh. This makes me happy.